first and freaking goal and have to settle for a field goal. Freaking tie game. God damn it. That's right, baby. We are back on a Saturday. Lot going on here. So here's the deal. Hi, Eric. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great, man. How you doing?
Good. So it's Saturday in the Hedgehog household. It's Saturday in most households, I would assume. So what's going on today with me is my daughter Grayson, my little princess, has a dance competition today, a Youth America Grand Prix, YAGP, Youth American Grand Prix in South Jersey. So Mrs. Hedgehog and her sister and my niece took Grayson down there for the competition. They're down there, but they live stream the competition. So my job at home here was to sort of man the fort and then keep an eye on my mother-in-law, my grandmother-in-law, Nana, as she's affectionately known, and make sure that everybody was in the right place at the right time to check out Grayson's performances on the live stream. So that happened earlier today. And I did my duty, made sure, people saw the stuff. Grayson was amazing. She had 2 performances earlier that we watched. And then she has a third one that is not going to be live streamed. And so when that was over, some of the family went home. Nana's still here. Chase is upstairs. And then I switched over to the Rutgers football game. It's Rutgers Purdue right now. Rutgers has not had a really great season, to be perfectly honest with you. They played Oregon in New Jersey last week and lost 56-10. But so they're playing Purdue, losing most of the game, took the lead. Purdue took the lead back, and then Rutgers was down by 3, drove the ball down, had a first and goal, and just had to settle for a field goal. So it's a tie game right now, Rutgers-Purdue. So go RU. What's your Saturday been like so far?
Put some finishing sealants on the last of my customs, and now I'm just ready to start. I'll finish up the tail end of next week and start wrapping everything up and getting everything packed and getting ready for New Jersey, man.
Yeah, 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks till travel day, right?
Yeah.
And travel day is Thursday for you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll just check my itinerary. We fly out at 7 and we land in New Jersey at 5 p.m. So yeah, I should be at the hotel no later than 5:30, maybe 5:30 or so.
Do you? I didn't ask you this offline. Do you have your ride and everything squared away? Do you guys need a?
Yeah, we just grab an Uber, dude. It's no big deal. Yeah. I mean, I've had plenty of years where someone's picked us up at the airport, but picked me up. So it's like, but now I got like my mom and dad with me. So I'm not, plus all of our baggage and stuff. So I'm not even trying to trip and like ask anybody to come get us or anything. We'll grab an Uber. It's no big deal at all.
We could, Oh, look who we got here. It's Ryan Gonzalez.
Gonzo. What's up, brother?
Just got back.
It's all good.
Hanging out with
just in time, dude. Just in time.
Yeah, it was nice. A couple of my family members on my dad's side flew in from Puerto Rico, so I got to see them. Got to see my brothers. They drove down from New York City. So.
Nice.
That's what's up. Little family time. You gotta like that.
I'll be heading back as soon as we're done.
Yeah, for sure.
When was the last time you saw your family members from Puerto Rico?
It's been quite a few years. Like my dad, he every now and again he'll go to Puerto Rico and stay there for like 2 months just to because he grew up there, obviously. I would say 2015 maybe is the last time I saw them.
10 years at least,
maybe like 10 years.
Yeah, give or take.
Hell yeah.
You came back here to hang out with us?
I'm heading back over because not everybody was there. It's going to be a packed house.
Right on, right on.
So here's the thing. So here's the real question. Was there food? Was there good food, or will there be like homemade food or catered food or some kind of good food?
No, it's all going to be homemade.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, when I go back.
Is the rice going to be there with the olives?
Oh, come on, dude. Absolutely.
So I have two siblings, brother and a sister. We have the same mother. We have different fathers. My dad was of Indian descent, so I'm told. My brother and sister both have the same father. He was Puerto Rican, so they have a Puerto Rican side to their family too. And actually, my sister and her husband just came back from Puerto Rico like a couple of weeks ago to see Mama Lucy. She's like the matriarch of that side of the family. But the reason why I mention that is because I am familiar, especially for holidays, of having some Puerto Rican fare, and I'm a fan. I'm a freaking fan.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm trying to mix in the Puerto Rican rice as part of our whole deal here.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's tradition, dude.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I never knew until just right now that Ryan had Puerto Rican family members. I didn't know that, Ryan. I didn't know that you were. Yeah, your dad's Puerto Rican.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy. So is my dad.
He's from Ponce or close to it.
Okay.
Also, I have 4 half brothers from my dad.
Right on. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, I never knew that. So, yeah, you learn something new every day, don't you?
Now,
that's cool, man. That's cool.
Now, I am Puerto Rican. I do not speak Spanish, so
my man.
Okay.
He never had the patience. So when they're sitting there conversating in Spanish, they're probably talking about me being an asshole.
100%. Let me tell you right now. My dad's Puerto Rican. My mom's Mexican. They both speak fluent Spanish like nobody's fucking business.
Yep.
The only time they spoke Spanish around me in our household was when they didn't want to know what they were talking about.
Yep.
So I never learned Spanish. So it is what it is. What are you going to do?
Fumble.
But trust me, I mean, I'm American, but as a Latin American, there's nobody that gives you more shit in this world than Latins that find out that you don't speak Spanish. Bro, let me tell you, the hate is real. The hate is real.
Like
I'm side-eyeing both of you right now.
Yeah, you two should be embarrassed. See, exactly.
Phil go to win the game.
Would always do that shit.
Only Latins do that to other Latins. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's funny because all of my friends that did speak Spanish in my childhood, they all were raised in Spanish-speaking households. So literally, their second language was English. Mm-hmm. My first language is English. So my only language is English. So like I said, I was never taught to or raised to speak Spanish. So what can I do?
Rutgers just kicked a field goal to win. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's how much Eric doesn't care about sports.
I have no love for sports at all.
He's like, I'll politely be quiet for a second while you say whatever you just said.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
So Rutgers kicked a field goal to tie the game. Then they kicked it off. And I thought we were going to go to overtime. But then Purdue fumbled the ball, it looked like. I missed exactly what happened, but there was some kind of turnover. Rutgers gets the ball, kicks a field goal, won the game.
Oh, yeah. There you go. See?
Up. Now my Rutgers friends on the group chat can stop bitching and complaining. No, they'll probably still be complaining.
It's literally John fucking complaining to himself on the.
Yeah, dude. Here we go. Rob Zamora, and you two are the French would call les incompetents.
Oh, look at this. Au français, s'il vous plaît.
Yeah. Hey, man, I'll take it gladly, dude. I'm sorry. I was born here in America, and I'm American, bro. So I speak English. I'm sorry.
See,
Yeah, so that
It probably would have benefited me more to speak Mandarin or something like that, because the neighborhood that I grew up in, it was tons of freaking Asians. So it's like I wanted more to converse with a lot of those people than the freaking Spanish speaking people. Shit.
so I just tried to put a comment in the chat and it got rejected. I just
Your
took a
own
picture of
comment. That's classic.
Hold on a second. Where is it?
That's classic.
Did it work? No, that sucks. That's all right. It's still there. The rejection is still there, so I can take another picture. I'll show your ass.
It's hilarious. Did it meet community standards?
Here, take
Heinrich, what's up, boy?
what's up, dude?
Oh,
Heiny.
right here. Hold on. I'm gonna send you guys something right now.
Send it.
Dude, I know I don't know if you guys caught this or not, but damn, Ryan, you're gonna love this, dude. I love when people, it's so funny, like when things come out, figures I'm talking about. It's always everybody gets that. Let's get that, it gets that 15 minutes of fame, but then everything comes so fast and so new, it just gets kind of like pushed back and nobody thinks about it anymore or anything.
Speak for yourself.
No, I know, but then somebody comes up and they do something like this. Whew, man, I was like, holy crap. Check that out, Ryan.
I saw this. I saw this.
Right.
I saw this. Yeah, but I was going to send it to you guys, but I was like, I don't have time to really take a look at it because I couldn't tell if it was practical or not.
Beautiful, right?
Dude,
I was like, dude, that's a freaking epic shot, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this in there too, real quick.
who do you know who did that?
The name is, hold on, let me get the name.
Oh, New York Kaiser FX.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that is fantastic.
So good, bro.
See, this is the shit I
So
wish
good.
I could do.
So good. Look at that shot.
Holy
bro.
shit.
I just don't even understand what happened here.
So good, man. Big ups, man.
So
Mad
Ryan, can
mad
you tell
respect
how
to
much
this
of this is like post production? Like there's post production here, right?
That would be a Trevor thing. I think it's mostly.
Well, number one, the Frankenstein is not gray, right?
Yeah, I think that's a Dio.
But it's shot in like a black and white, isn't it? I mean, you could.
Yeah,
is that all
you
it
could
is?
change a color shot to a black and white filter easily. But yeah,
So that's it. It's just a picture like in black and white.
Sick ass shot. Yeah.
Yeah, here you go. Trevor says it's all practical.
Yeah. So dope,
really?
bro. So dope.
And then he
That's
said
incredible.
It's fucking beautiful. Beautiful shot, dude.
I would have bet money that there was. Oh, see, there you go. Probably duotoned. Fucking AI. That's a joke. I don't know what duotoned is.
Yeah.
I could guess.
Yeah. Hey man, like I said, we don't do so much of this, but I'll tell you right now, I was like, yeah, I'm giving mad props to whoever took this shot, dude. So
Not for nothing.
so sick.
We sort of pioneered that thing for a while.
In a way, yeah.
We just didn't keep it a thing.
Yeah. Curtis just stole it from us. It's all right.
Yeah, right.
I mean, there's nothing wrong.
Saturday
with
Day Live selections.
Exactly.
We can still highlight,
dude. Fucking Curtis, dude. On fucking Offworld when he fucking duo streamed his show and fucking the show that fucking Trevor was on to let him know that he was cheating on him, dude. Fucking gold, dude. That
was extremely funny.
So gold. Oh my god, that freaking had me rolling, bro. That was so good. Legion's Lounge picks, true. Got to give it up to the rejected comments. It usually means that there's
Legion's what?
Spam.
I'm not familiar with that show.
So you're fucking spamming fucking the comment section or what?
I'm spamming my own chat, I guess.
Yeah.
I made one of the Legion's Lounge picks.
There you go. Nice.
Speaking of making things, Ryan.
Yes.
Did we talk about this last week? Maybe we did. Your Mezco win?
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. He was telling us about all that shit he won, man.
Yeah,
Freaking
that's
huge
wild.
prize package, bro. That shit is dope.
Yeah, I can't wait to
We don't.
get that.
Yeah, so let us know. You know, check back Saturday Day Live 2028, and we'll check that stuff out. Tell us how the Rumbler is. You know.
Again, I am not complaining. They can take as long as they want. It is
Yeah, that's how I would feel too.
Oh yeah, dude. Take as long as you want. Exactly.
It's not like nothing's gonna like come in between now and then.
Yeah.
And you know how we always say like I don't even mind long pre-order waits because then by the time it shows up, it's like it's free because I paid for it so long ago. It's not a part of the budget anymore. This one really is free.
We waited 3 years for 89 Batman. I'm pretty sure I can wait as that long.
And as much as I love 89 Batman, the character and the movie, the stuff you're getting is going to be way better
Yeah.
than that figure was.
I'm almost hitting for pre-orders. The longest I think I'm waiting on. Shit, it could be close to 2 years, if not maybe more, on the that artisan version of the Heath Ledger Joker from Hot Toys. I've been waiting on that one for a minute, bro.
Is that old?
It's Trevor knows that we probably ordered at the same time. Long ass time ago we ordered that.
We don't need that kind of language around here, Kirby. I don't even know what a petard is. Oh look, neither does he. I think it might, right? It's like hoisted on your own, whatever.
It's like put up on a pedestal.
What's up, Brian?
That's it.
Yo, I cannot wait to see all the stuff that he has, man.
It's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be
we
good.
can take a look at some of that stuff too.
So
wait, right before we went live, we were talking. What were we talking about? Apps?
Yeah, the
why were we talking?
The whole scam of wanting to watch cool shit on TV, and yet every time you find something new to watch, you have to pay for another app to watch it on. Freaking bullshit, bro.
It's just it's weird. I don't know how we got on it, but I was talking about trying to watch the latest South Park with Chase, and we couldn't because it's only on Paramount Plus right now, and I don't think, even though I have Comedy Central, which I pay for as part of my cable package, I won't get it on demand until some other later date, even though they've already showed it on my cable package. So fucking stupid. I hate it. Well, don't drop it. Hold on to it. You might want that.
Exactly.
You might want that for Legions Con. The whole I don't know. Say again.
No, because Trevor, it seems like everything that I want, Trevor gets first.
Well, so what you over on my end, you glitched out for a second, Ryan, so I didn't catch what you said.
Oh, I said don't let Trevor get to it first.
Oh yeah. Good point.
That's son of a bitch.
Just hip check him on the way to the table, bro.
Oh, there you go.
Well,
put him right into the boards.
I'm pretty sure because the vendor setup, like I know stuff happens, but you get first.
Yeah.
Do it, Brian. Do it.
Oh, yes.
We're gonna get a teaser, bro. SDL exclusive premiere from Carver Customs. Speaking of some exclusive looks, one of the things I wanted to take a look at today is some of the amazing customs we're going to be seeing at Legions Con. Oh. And, there's every year there's more and more stuff available, right? There's, the Horsemen started the Armory experience last year. There's Legions Con exclusives every year. There are more and more. I guess there's the same number of vendors, or roughly thereabouts, once you'd factor in like the hallway and stuff, as last year. But there's like more, not bigger companies, but like Valaverse has joined Legions Con, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Other companies that have stuff there. So there's more and more stuff all the time. But I still look at Legions Con in particular, and as much as all that stuff is awesome, and I love the Armory experience, and I can't wait for it. And I think the exclusives are this year. These are my favorite exclusives, especially the Scaphoid. In a couple of years, to me, Legions Con always comes back to the customizers and the independent creators, the 3D parts people, because that's what it was when I first was introduced to it. Like, that's all it was, pretty much, mostly. You know what I mean? It was a bunch of independent creators and the horsemen themselves. So it'll always... What's up, Chase?
Hello.
What's going on, dude?
Very good things.
All right. There you go. So to me, it always sort of comes back to that. And because of that, I'm always looking for what customs I'm going to see at Legions Con. Like, I like, there's one thing, like, I know that I'm coming away with at least one major custom every year, because I feel like this is the one time a year when you're going to get a chance. And it's true for everyone that goes to Legions Con, where you're going to go and have your pick of these amazing one-of-a-kind creations done by independent artists, some of them that you know and are friends with, and you know the kind of work that they put into this stuff. And you can go and shop, like, in person and buy a custom. So every year I know that, and sometimes it's more than one, but I've got some of the most prized pieces in my collection are things that I got at various Legions Cons. Like, I'd say it like all the time, but that Frost Goblin set that Eric made, that I pined for more than 1 year, getting that as part of my collection, that's one of the crown jewels of my collection, right? Last year, I bought Jeremy's Heat Miser and Cold Miser set that he did a long time ago. He put those up for sale. I snatched them up. You know what I mean? Like, 2 years, was it 2 years ago? John Caulfield had, posted pictures of this flocked blue custom figure with multiple different heads. I fell in love with it. I grabbed that. So to me, like, it always comes back to the customs. And I think, as much as all that other stuff is incredible, and do the Armory experience, absolutely pick up the exclusives, do it. But Legions Con is only once a year. So if you don't get your fill of the vendor tables in the con, you're doing yourself a disservice. So I definitely wanted to check out some of the custom stuff that we're going to see at Legions Con this year. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I like to come back and put the emphasis back on the customs and the independent creators. What do you guys think about that?
Ryan, go ahead.
So I love it. And I know you said it, Eric. It is, you turn it into a one of a kind art piece, and you get to own the customizer's art. And I love that about that.
Yep.
Because Eric, I bought stuff from you. I got a John Caulfield piece, and I got a Noah Pratt piece. This year I'm trying to diversify. I got to get another late night piece too. But yeah, I love that part about it.
Yeah, I personally feel that, I mean, I don't try to, I don't try to toot my own horn or anything, or for anybody else, but I think that the customizers from, the first show, even the small one that they did in the hallway in 2019 up to the first show in 2021, which I was a part of, I think the customizers and the 3D printer studios have been a huge part of the growth of this entire line and the community in as a whole. You know what I mean? It's like, I just think that because it's opened the eyes of so many people and so many friendships and so many untapped talents out there that have now come into the fold with the rest of us and brought this whole community and grown. And I mean, it's just like, so I think that, not to say we don't get enough love, but I mean, I'd like to see kind of more love thrown our way. Not monetarily. It doesn't really, like, to me, like, I mean, maybe for some people it's all about the money and making a custom and making money off or whatever. For me, it's just the opportunity to have somebody come and appreciate your artwork. I mean, that's what I'm there for. I mean, I just want, I mean, I don't really even care if people don't buy my customs. That's fine. It doesn't, I mean, there's tons of stuff to buy. If they don't buy my stuff, it doesn't bother me. But to at least take the time to come and actually look at my stuff and actually appreciate my work and talk to me about it and enjoy it, and maybe ask me questions about how I did something, because I mean, just like any one of the customizers that are out there in the community, I'm willing to share any secret that I have, which there are no secrets. It's, if I could do it, you could do it. That's what I always tell everybody. You know what I mean? I don't use some special, you know, paint recipe. I go straight from a pot to a figure. You know what I mean? I don't do anything that's not, you know, able to be done by anybody else who is willing to learn and pick up a couple paint brushes and a couple pots of paint and a figure to do it on. It's just one of those things that anybody could learn. And the community has been so open about, you know, having people learn this kind of stuff. But as far as Legions cons go, I mean, that's why I choose normally not to sell anything on the Cabal or any of the other, you know, like I don't sell my stuff on eBay or Etsy or anything like that. I save all of my work and all of my effort for the people and the community and the fans and everybody else that attends Legions Con. And that's why I do it. And that's why, I mean, I travel all the way from California. You know, I foot the expenses of doing that travel every single year for the last 5 years. And I do it just for the love of the community and for people to come and enjoy my artwork. That's all I do it for. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just, you know, I think it's been a great thing. And I think it should be, you know, sometimes more focused on what it started as, which is the customizing aspect and the independent companies that are building the toy line to what it is now with the customizing aspect. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll see what it, I just don't want it to, sometimes I just don't want it to get too big where a lot of the original, you know, veterans of the community who were the first like guys who broke ground for Legions Con to become what it is, to kind of fall into obscurity and not be recognized the way they should be. So, because there's a lot more people there, man. And I mean, like I said, everybody's welcome, but there's a lot more people. And just, I don't, like I said, I don't want the guys who were there from the ground floor to kind of be lost in the mix and like, well, who's that? Or, you know, I don't remember that guy. You know what I mean? It's like, these are the veterans that should have earned the respect of everybody in that room to like be, hey, let's make sure that we stop at this guy's table and that guy's table, because these are the guys who brought it all to life. These are the guys who really stood the ground and said, hey, we're going to try something new. And if we fail, like we're all going to fail together, but we turn back and we look at what Legions Con is now. And it's like, you know what? We kind of did this. You know what I mean? Like it's because of them that this many people return every year and want to see this kind of artwork and want to see what can be done with these figures. Not that the figures aren't fantastic stand alone by themselves without any customizing, but when you turn to somebody like Eric Miller or, you know, Von Burke or Noah Pratt or Dennis Derby, you know, guys like that have been around from the very beginning.
Jonathan Donoff.
Yeah, you know, you just say, look, man, look at what these guys have done with this line. Look how, you know, how creative they become, and new guys in the line that have, you know, come into customizing that are just doing these absolutely beautiful, amazing customs. It's just like, you know what? This is what it's about. This is what I think Legions Con is about. It's about taking that figure line and just letting your imagination run wild. So
here, man.
Oh yeah.
It's cool, man. Like it's cool because this is like, and it's cool. Like balance is important, right? And I'm glad that more and more people are getting to experience this every year. And I understand that you can't like hold an experience frozen in time, but I'm happy that other people are getting to experience some of the stuff that we've been able to. But like, I do think about it like that. I've seen like the creators in this community sort of grow like sort of over the years, and some of them like really quickly. And it really hit me at the very first Legions Con that I was at for real, which was 2021. Where I'm at intern for a day and I met a bunch of people for the first time. And they were just, to me, they were just other people that were at intern for a day with me. So this is the first time I met Eric Miller and the Tristan and Carlo and, you know, Casper and Brad and Ryan, and, you know, and all of these people. But one of the coolest things about it was then, you know, 2 days later or 3 days later, I go to Legions Con, and a lot of these people that I met for the first time that were just people that were there with me at intern had tables, you know, like Immortal Collections and Anthony Velez and like these people that are at intern with me. And I'm like, holy crap. I'm like, you're not just like, like to me anyway, I was like, you're not just like me. You weren't just another person that was at intern. You were like, you're actually doing this stuff. And 3 days ago, you were with me geeking out over these other people, the Horsemen, and what they do. And to me, that was like, I don't know, there was that weird little connection there in my brain between these people that I met just as people, but look at the freaking things they actually do. Mm-hmm. And to me, it was amazing that somebody that can make the things that they make were still in this, just like me, geeking out over the stuff that the Horsemen do. And that sort of interplay between those two things has always been awesome to me. So that's why, you know, being a part of the community is cool, because like I have like a hit list. Like eventually I want to get customs from like each of these artists sort of in my collection. You know, I want a Late Night LeBron custom. I want a John Caulfield custom. You know what I mean? I want a Jeremy Gerard custom in my collection.
I've made it a point every year to buy a new custom from a new artist that I haven't bought from before. And I own probably, God, now maybe 12 or 15 customs from different artists all through the community. And it's just because, like I said, I want to show that love and support to that artist, you know, and to bring something home to add to my collection that I could cherish for years to come. You know what I mean? And knowing that it's a one of a kind piece. And that's the thing that, like I said, I know a lot of people, they go and their biggest thing is like, oh, you know, first thing I want to do is I want to hit the Horseman table, or I want to hit the exclusive table, or I want to hit the Armory or whatever. But it's like, you know, that kind of stuff. It's not like you can't get it anytime. You know what I mean? It's like they do multiple shows throughout the year. They have tons of inventory. There's tons of, you know, retailers that have this stuff in stock. So it's not like you can't get any of these figures at any time other than Legions Con. If Legions Con was the only place and the only time they ever sold Legions, I mean, yeah, I'd expect it. But when it comes to the vendor tables at Legions Con, that is literally the only time you're going to see those figures on those tables once a year. And it's like, and when they're gone, man. So it's like, you might as well maybe take a little time to look close at what people have to offer, because I mean, there's a lot of great talent out there. And I mean, like I said, no one sits on a pedestal in that room. Everybody has great stuff. So take your time and maybe budget a little bit to say, hey, you know what? Maybe I'd like to visit a customizer's table or a couple of people's tables that I enjoy seeing their work or their talent, and, you know, maybe buy something from them. I mean, sure, it might be a little bit more expensive, but to us, really a little bit more expensive. I mean, guys like us that spend practically tens of thousands of dollars on action figures every year. I mean, if you're going to spend 100, 150 or so at a table for a one of a kind custom piece, I mean, is it really a lot? I mean, that's the thing, you know.
Ixnay on the 10,000 say.
Is the wife standing near you? I'm sorry.
No, she does. She knows what the numbers are. She's just,
God, I wish my budget was only 10,000 a year on toys. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and I think Jeremy even said this on his show. Like, it's like, definitely grab the exclusives. Like, you're gonna want to grab Legions Con exclusives at Legions Con. You're gonna want to go through the Armory. But I'll tell you a little story. Is that, oh man, was it 2022? It was 2022 or 2023, and it might have been 2022. I don't remember the exact year. But I remember going down doing my first pass. You know, when you go to a toy show, you generally don't buy the first thing you see that you like, right?
No,
You generally do a whole pass. Like, I'm going to do my whole loop, figure out what's there, and then there's going to be like 3 or 4 things that jump out at me, and then, you know, whatever.
Right.
So I kind of, even though it wasn't my first Legions con, I sort of did the same thing. And plus, there's so much to look at, and I'm checking everything out. And one of the tables I went past that had some cool stuff was Nikki Nicole. Nikki Nicole Cheney had a table that was like, didn't have a ton of stuff, but had some really cool stuff, right? And I was like, oh man, there's some cool stuff there. Hi, Nikki, you're amazing, you know, blah, blah, blah. And kind of checked everything out. But I didn't buy anything from her table right then and there. Went around, day goes on. I went back to her table later that same day on the Saturday of that year's show, and she was cleaned out.
Gone.
Everything was gone from her table. Everything was gone.
Yeah, that was 2022, right?
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was 2022. Yeah,
I remember that, dude.
She was like 2 tables down from Dennis or something like that, like along that side.
Yep.
And I was like, and I went up and I'm like, oh, do you have anything left? And she was still chilling at the table talking to people, and she was like, I'm sorry, no, that was it. Like, I sold everything, sold out. Like, everybody grabbed everything. I was like, damn,
she killed it that year, dude.
Yeah, and I remember that was the one where she had like the black unicorn and everything. And I was like, oh damn, and I was like, oh man, I was like, that sucks. I was like, I need a Nikki piece, and I was like, oh, I'll get one some other year. And she hasn't been back. You know what I mean? She hasn't had a table since then, and it's like, the thing is, the vendors tables are where you'll find the one of a kind pieces. So if there's something that, you know, that somebody posts ahead of time that you see and you like make sure you get there. Like, I remember one year, Bill Junowski, Mr. Dorclair, Senor Dorclair, was way into Buzz-Off, the character Buzz-Off from Motu, right? Everybody knows. And that's what the year David Williams, this is 2023, I think. 3. David Williams had done his Buzz-Off custom, which is now freaking in the line, which is insane by itself. And Bill let everybody know, he's like, as soon as I can get into the room, I'm heading to David Williams' table to pick up that Buzz-Off cut. And, you know, they worked it out. He ended up getting the Buzz-Off custom. But the thing is, like, man, like, the one-of-a-kind stuff is at the vendors' tables. I would suggest, if there's, like, an artist that you want to get something from or see what they have, or there's something that's posted ahead of time that you want to get, hit the vendors' tables. Yeah. Do a loop or two. Like, you won't be sorry. You know what I mean? Yeah. Trevor says,
and there's no doubt, no matter how hard you try or how much you say to yourself, oh, that's the custom I'm going to get, there's probably a chance you're going to miss it. Yep. There's probably a chance. And trust me, anybody who's walked the floor, like myself or you guys or Trevor, every single one of us has seen a custom piece at somebody's table that was like, that's mine. I'm taking that home. And the next thing you know, you come back and it's gone. And you're like, God damn it.
It happened to me last year.
Every single year.
Was it last year? What was the year that the Arthas really had the breakout year? Was that last year or the year before?
Last year. It was last year.
And Arthas's table is, I think it is again, is sort of like in like the back row.
Yeah. It's the last row. Yeah.
But I went back there and I was like, I wasn't even familiar with Arthas back then, but I was like, I looked at his table and I'm like, this stuff is amazing. I think we looked at some of his stuff last week. And there was one custom he had done in particular that had like gold armor and used like some Hagnon parts. And it was just gorgeous. It was like a beautiful, gorgeous, translucent gold, all this stuff. And I was like, man, I love that. I love that piece. And I'm like, I'm going to have to come back and grab that. That's cool. The next time I came through, and I didn't wait that long, and I should have known better because of the Nikki lesson, the lesson of Nikki, it was gone. It was freaking gone. And he had a good amount of stuff, and he was able to like replace stuff on his table as the day went on, but got hit again. Like, listen, you can't sleep on the custom stuff.
No, you cannot.
Trevor said, that was my Giovanni Bly experience in 22. He was right behind me. And when I went to grab something from him an hour into the show, he was sold out. I remember that too. I remember Giovanni's table was insane and everything was gone.
Gone. Yeah. Totally gone.
Dude, he had that Shonuff custom. That was
Yeah.
like the one thing I wanted, and it was Ryan Zarek ended up with that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least he finally got some. It's not like that guy never has any stuff. He never gets anything. Ryan Zarek. So
Yep.
finally he got something.
Yeah.
Heinrich says, my buddy Zach told me to go to Arthur's table first. His stuff is amazing. I own several.
That's right.
Same with Mark Calvo. Don't sleep on his table.
Dude,
I agree, dude.
Calvo for
He's got
sure.
some good shit, man.
Yeah, Calvo's fucking killing it, bro.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, I thought maybe it was 2 years ago, but either way, the same point holds true.
I do have the teaser from Brian. If you want me to,
Yeah, yeah. Here, I'll pull this down because we can talk about this in a second. Go for it. Oh wait, you know what? I need to make a drop. I can't do it right now, so I'll just do it live. Dun 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 dun. SDL exclusive.
There you go.
Nice timing, spam call.
That was the exclusive freaking reveal. There you go. That's cool, man.
That's dope, man. So what is this, like a wanted poster billboard?
Yeah, you can go get like bounties and shit from it. That dude.
Did he give you
I still have all those old wanted posters with all the different Cabal members. Remember they made those a long time ago, like in 2021, 2020.
Were they like cards? Like were they?
No,
like
they're like burnt paper like that. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's dope, man.
Good job, Brian. Good job, man.
That's really cool. You know what?
Really good.
Randomly, what that makes me think of? Unparalleled Universe. So Unparalleled Universe, Wade from the Unparalleled Universe channel, the guy behind the Odious Kickstarter, who was at Legions Con last year, and he's going to be there again this year, is doing that Odious character that he has. He's doing a Western like cowboy version of it.
Oh, cool.
Boom. This is perfect.
Oh, absolutely.
Rick Jones knows. Throw up the knives, Rick. Throw up the knives.
Hell yeah.
All right, Brian says, wait, where'd he go? Joe Martinez made a few of the posters. I still have a few more to make and add to finish up. Can you, are you able to zoom in on that at all, Ryan? What's on the posters?
I do not know how to zoom in on that.
Okay, there we go. Thank you, Rick. I knew I could count on you, Rick.
Knives Out.
Yep, Chris Ferrone. That's really cool. Is there anything special on the wanted posters, Brian?
See, I don't have a Mac like you guys, so I can't. I'm not fancy.
Yeah, I get the Magic Mouse. I just double touch. Boom, baby.
Yeah, I wish.
Which is something I had to get used to. It was weird at first. There you go. That's really cool. So this is this will be at his table as well.
Yeah. Among many other good things, including those pillars.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to search. Here we go. This is cool. Speaking of paper goods from Carver Customs. Scroll and map packs. He'll have a limited amount of them at Legions Con. Table 30. Check this stuff out.
Heck yeah. Cool accessories, man.
Right?
Awesome. Very cool.
For all the photographers out there, Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
So Ryan, as a photographer, what's your take a look at something like this? What jumps into your mind?
I imagine like a war council and these all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Spread out on a table. Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
On a table from Drunk Gizmo Customs, maybe?
Yep.
There you go.
Very
I
cool.
did zoom in on it if you want me to bring that back up.
Go for it, dude. He says that they're basically just generic fantasy themed posters. Oh shit, that looks cool as hell though. That looks like a vampire elf. Help wanted, oversized rat infestation in the basement of Tipsy Ogre Inn.
Very cool, man.
That's really cool stuff.
I love the weathered look of the paper too. It's so dope.
You know what would be cool would be a couple of if you still have a few posters to make, a couple of Easter eggs in those posters, maybe for
That'd be
certain
cool.
certain Cabal members. That'd be cool. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Heinrich says this is a great year to buy soft goods. Darla Ackerman, Joseph Connors, Keon Farley, all will have a lot to sell this year.
Heck yeah.
I don't have any Darla stuff. I got to get a Darla cape.
Definitely got to pick up something for Darla. Yeah.
Dude.
I've never been much of one to utilize a lot of soft goods on either my customs or my own personal figures, but some of these people are just making so many awesome looking things that it's really hard to pass now. I mean, especially for the price too. I mean, they're selling at great price points, and I mean the work is absolutely fantastic. That's a beautiful cape, or should I say, like what is that, Ryan?
Like a cloak.
A cloak. I don't know why I fucking brain farted and couldn't say cloak. Yeah, the soft goods are just, like I said, they're coming in leaps and bounds in quality and freaking styles, and I mean you got to get something.
I like for her capes that she does the buttonhole to just pop the pauldrons in instead of two separate holes. Makes it a lot easier.
Gotcha. Yeah, because sometimes trying to match up that little hole is a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
Matching up the hole can be tough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so here are the Frost Goblins.
Yeah,
that
man.
I spoke of.
Back in the day, before any of the 3D printed parts were available, and you had to scrap freaking parts from McFarlane Toys and Lord of the Rings figures, and yeah, that was those were the good old days, man. When took pieces from Marvel Legends, and I mean anything you could grab. There was tons of fodder from all kinds of different lines of figures just to make something a little bit different than what the standard figures offered. It was a good time, man. It was a good learning time. That was for sure.
I'll say this, dude. I love that you went with the bigger feet on, like the bigger armored feet on those goblins, because it kind of makes them look like the snowshoes. Yeah, dude, that's badass. These are so
just the detail with these things. Every single figure is different, right? It's a different goblin. Their armor is done up all differently and has incredible detail on the armor. There's other non-Legions pieces in there. Like, where's the fur from? Or is it just from like a craft store fur? Like, what is that?
Just some kind of craft store fur that I picked up. Yeah. That I kind of just, made into little pieces to add to those figures. Yeah.
They all have personalized weapons that go with them. Like, it's an incredible set. The Horsemen should make this. The Horsemen should make a Frost Goblin set and put it out. Like, it's so good. So, of course, it snowed the following February, and I took these incredible, amazing customs outside because I had to. I was like, I need a picture with these guys in the snow. Now, they're actually all standing on a dio on top of the snow, but I did place some snow strategically around it so it would look like it's really out there. Like, pretty incredible, man. This is one of the crown jewels of my entire collection, this group.
Appreciate that, man. Glad you enjoy them.
Yeah. Also, I got them for an amazing price. Not that I would have paid much more than what I paid. But yeah. And you can only get something like this at a vendor table.
Yeah.
Yep.
Only once a year, really.
I
You
will
think
say
about it.
this, going back to Jonathan's point about the Nicky Nicole and Arthur Zeron, if you do happen to see something and you instantly fall in love with it, grab it because it will be gone.
Mhm.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah, it will.
Oh yeah, so this was all the same year. This was 2023. I took some pictures of my haul that year. This has got to be like an all-time Legions Con haul. And look at like the stuff that's here. So of course you can see the Frost Goblins there. That's the crown jewel there. But also there's that John Caulfield flocked custom I was talking about, right?
Yeah.
This Castle Grayskull fountain, which is Drunk Gizmo Customs,
Not fair.
Alexander Deshaw, freaking incredible.
So dope.
I've got over here, this is an original drawing from David Williams, who did an Alithia, that he specifically pulled me aside and said that he knew that I would want the Alithia because I'm a huge Alithia fan, one of my favorite figures, not just in the line, but of all time, period. I've got over here on the side, I've got a Pablo Lopez print right here.
Heck yeah.
Of course, you got to get your freaking Trevor 1/6 shooter calendar, your figures and fantasy calendar. You need that over here, right? I did get, here's a head that was painted by Arthas Zoran, right? This is a Jesse Arnold head over here. This over here is a Reynolds Cruz head. Like look at this. Like you couldn't put this collection of stuff together at another show. You just couldn't do it.
Plus your D13 demons back there.
Yep. This is when
Heck
the demons
yeah.
first came out.
And that
Heck
lion
yeah.
head, is that lion head part of the blue
Yep.
flocked? Okay.
Mhm.
Part of the set. Yep. So you got like the dragon head, the Chinese dragon head, this sweet lion head, which is really dope. I keep him with the dragon head on though, but actually the lion head is really dope. So yeah, this is actually also my first Glyos fig. Actually, he's right here. I still got him right here.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh, the halls, man. Oof.
Oh, this is a better picture too. You can see it better. There's a good shot of the Caulfield custom. 3 heads. I forgot about the orc head.
There you go. Awesome.
Sweet.
This was last year?
2023, actually.
3. Yeah, this is 23.
But this year is not 2023. This year is 2025. So I think what I'd like to do right now, if it's okay with you guys, is take a look at some customs that you, the people out there, can actually see this year, Legions Con 2025, at the late night LeBron table. Don't freaking miss it. Take a good look right now. Take your screenshots of your favorites. Because here we go. It's time to embarrass Eric a little bit. But there are some really good customs here. And Eric, I'm hoping that you'll just give us a couple of words on some of these guys. First up, we've got this Beaver duo here with the blue armor.
Mm-hmm.
People are loving the critters right now. Perfect time
yeah.
for these guys. They look dope, man.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with the critters, man. You always got to add a little something, I think, in every show. You know, they're fun, man. I mean, I enjoy them. I truthfully, this year, I went back more to the basics of customizing for my table because, I don't know, it just seems like every year, every table and every customizer is just completely trying to outdo themselves from the year previous, and they're trying to add more of this and more of that and something just completely wild. And I mean, to me, I still just enjoy the details in the figure. You know what I mean? I enjoy just how beautifully sculpted these figures are. And sure, I'll add maybe a 3D printed head to add a little extra value to it or a little bit more, character to the figure. But to me, the details in the sculpture is what I geek out on as an artist, and what challenges me as an artist to get my paint work right. You know what I mean? And to do something special for someone who's going to purchase something for me, so that they take home something that's a decent piece of artwork. So, I mean, that's what I strive for when I do my customs. So this year I kind of really told myself that I really just wanted to go back to the basics and really focus on the original figures and bodies themselves. Some of them have a little bit of pop and swap to them with different parts to kind of mix up the pieces to kind of give a different flair to the characters. But the paintwork for me is basically what I really focused on this year, as far as like trying to bring some value to my table as far as my customs are concerned. So yeah, back to the basics, baby. It's all about the dots. Start with the dots.
Speaking of paintwork, look at these critters in the fur.
Yeah.
Look at this. The nose, the black nose is shiny, wet black nose here.
Mm-hmm.
The fur has all the detail. You can feel the motion in the fur here.
Yeah, shout out to the sculptors, man. The sculptors make it a lot easier to do stuff like this because, you know, when you have the right sculpt on something, the paint just flows on it and it just works perfectly. So big ups to all the sculptors out there to make amazing, you know, things like this.
Yeah. I know you work with a ton of 3D parts. So as we go through these, if you recall whose part it is, shout it out. But,
oh God, I'm sorry. A lot of them, dude, I won't, because I've bought so many hundreds of parts. It used to be funny too, because I used to come home and take a picture of a part and like, hey, shout out to this, you know, 3D printing company or this person or that person. Now, dude, my bins are so full. I'm like, I don't know where any of this shit came from. I seriously don't. There's so much, dude. It's ridiculous. And everybody's doing it. That's the thing. Before, it used to only be Noble Bear or Von Burke, or you know what I mean, or My Action Figure Customs, you know what I mean? Now there's 80 of these guys doing it. It's like, so when I come home and I literally have a bag of like 40 different, you know, 3D printed heads that I bought at Legions Con, I have no idea at the end of the day who I bought those from. None at all.
I love these Beaver Knights. Is this a set? Or is each one?
It's just I want the pictures that I sent you. I kind of just try to put like 2 and 2 and 2 just to kind of, because I took these pictures this morning. I haven't shot any pictures of any of I haven't posted any of my customs this year. Nothing. I don't know. I'm not, like I said, the whole like Instagram thing and like posting on the Cabal and this, like it's not that it's like I get burnt out from it, but I just do it and just bring it to Legions Con. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to like, you know, look at me. You know what I mean? Like, it just,
well, luckily
I just have fun to do it. And like I said, you asked me to send you some pictures, so there they are. I mean, what are you going to do?
Luckily, you know me.
Yes.
And I have no problem.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Dude, I would love to photograph these.
Boom.
Yeah, I'm actually bringing some of my older pieces along with me too, because there's a lot of older customs that I still have that, you know, that I've held on for a while, and I'm just like, you know what, you know, I'll time to pass this one on or whatever. So there's some customs here that, like I said, I did previously, and you know, and now I'm, you know, putting them up for sale or whatever. This was kind of a cool one. I took a Magnus head and kind of shaved it down to fit inside the what was that?
Is that the
Travis's skeleton?
Is that the female skeleton head helmet?
No, the one they did for Travis Bowles from the Furious 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's his helmet, and then I had to shave down the Magnus head to get it to fit in that helmet, so it worked with that. And then that axe was actually from Frank Lira printed that, and then I actually took the staff from one of the standard axes and then mounted it to the axe head of that, because actually that axe head, the you know, the handles for those axes, when I got them, they were broken. So I was just like, you know what, because the you know, sometimes the 3D printing stuff, the resin, it's like brittle or whatever, so those had broken, so I had to find a way to, you know, put a new handle on it. So I use the standard axe handle. So I kind of made those and stuff and kind of forged that together. So yeah,
That was badass.
I could see this guy in some of your pictures, Ryan.
yeah, he's pretty metal. Yeah, he does.
This guy was built for decapitation.
He don't mess around.
Heinrich says that axe is badass. Correct.
Agreed.
Yes. Yeah.
What's up, Guaisagüe Echevarria? G
My
says
man.
that looks badass.
G
Can't wait.
money.
G. Can't wait to see you, G Money.
Hell yeah.
Come on, mouse. Boom. Some classic nights. And I
Mhm.
love you do great blues, man. You know
Oh,
that? You really
Thank you,
do.
bro. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't know. I don't recognize this helmet either. I don't know who printed that.
Oh, see, I don't remember either. I don't remember who did that helmet. I don't remember if it's a Von Burke or if it's somebody else. I can't remember. But yeah,
That does
really,
look Von Burke-esque.
really killer helmet. And then there's, I mean, he's holding a 3D printed sword. So I mean, again, like I said, I'm sorry that I can't recall, but I just cannot. If anybody else recognizes the parts, have at it and let me know who it is. But yeah, I can't do it.
I think this
So
sword
this is his sword.
Mm-hmm.
no.
You said you think it's Wolf King, Ryan?
Yeah, but now that I'm looking at it, I think that's not it.
Yeah, see, Curb. He says, it's okay, LeBron. I have a hard time remembering what day it is. True, man. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah, the blue is striking,
I'm
right? Jay?
52, man. I mean, what do you want from me? It all starts
we go.
going, dude. It all starts going.
You're 52?
Yep.
Damn, you're old.
Fuck you.
Yeah, did you see? So I had a what was it? Mark Halseal posted something about Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. It was one of those things, you see him on Facebook all the time where it's like, this album was released like 30 years ago today or something like that, right? So Smashing Pumpkins, Melancholy, Infinite Sadness.
Mm.
And so I commented, because that's one of my favorite albums ever. I love Smashing Pumpkins. And I'm like, oh man, I freaking love this. I was like, when it came out, I remember that was my sophomore year in college. I was like, blah, 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 doing this. You know what he said to me? Damn, you're old.
Oh, wow.
He's like, I was in 6th grade. G is 52?
Yep, that's right.
No, dude, you guys do not look a day over 30.
Yeah.
It's the Puerto Rican in us, bro.
Yeah.
That's
And
true.
me, I don't look a day over 46. I'm sitting here 48. This is the part where you guys say, actually, come on, dude. You look way younger than that.
Ryan.
I think you look good now. I'm just saying. I'm not going to comment on your age.
I think you look good now, but you look 48.
Yeah, wait till you're 52, then we'll talk.
Dude, this right here, when this popped up,
I know
on
this
the
is right
screen,
up your alley.
holy shit.
Thank you, Trevor. I think I look pretty good.
My
for
asshole.
74. There's a joke in there somewhere.
See? Yep, I'm 51 PR.
There you go, baby.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Is this a joke? That's a joke, right?
wow.
There's no way Heinrich's 54,
Yeah.
bro.
He's
No way.
32, right?
Yeah.
Maybe
no
younger?
way. 74.
I don't even mess around with Ryan. Ryan's like 17.
I'm 37.
All right. But here, let's talk to me about this guy. We've definitely got like an Asian flair here going on, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's got some pretty cool parts on him. One of those flexible resin waist pieces. I believe that was from either Noble Bear Customs or Planetary Dog Toys. I can't remember which, because both companies were making them at the time, so I don't know whose I used. And the sword is probably a Planetary Dog Toys sword, if I'm not mistaken. The hat, his bucket hat, I can't remember who I got that from.
Is it
And
3D or is it from another line?
no, it's a 3D printed one. It's 3D
Oh,
printed.
and it's on a skull head?
Yeah. I actually used one of the graveyard knight skelly. I was gonna put like a samurai helmet on it, but the last one I did, the helmet actually broke. The resin freaking cracked and it snapped.
Oh.
So I kind of had to put that one to the side for a minute. But then I had this bucket hat that I was gonna use for a samurai figure anyways, and I thought, instead of and I had small like male heads to use for that thing. And I said, well, instead of doing that, why don't I just do a little bit something more, kind of creepy, and kind of made it easy for myself and just threw one of the graveyard knight skeleton heads in there. I was like, yeah, this looks cool, especially when you kind of see it from the bottom and you could see the teeth of the skeleton, and it's kind of cool. So
It makes it even cooler because you don't like. I didn't notice it at first, but then when you notice that it's a skull head underneath, it adds a whole different like layer to it.
So
Yeah,
do you, can you articulate like the legs and it won't mess with the waist piece? Like
Oh yeah, you could totally articulate the legs. Those things, they flare out and everything. They're totally pliable.
oh
I love those like I said, that flexible resin that they used for these are amazing. Because I've used a bunch of the ones where it's just like it's a stiff piece of resin, and that's hard as hell to work with. I mean, you basically have to vanilla pose your figure, because if you even try to flex that, it's toast.
Dude, that makes this much better.
Attaboy.
Rick Jones says, "I remember when the hills were new."
That's funny.
That's sick.
Funny.
All right. This one right here, this freaking purple Gamorrean guard-esh type dude here jumped off the freaking page to me. What's up, Casper?
Casper, what's up, Holmes?
What's up, man?
Hey, Casper, go are you? Purdue went down today, baby. You're welcome. I know you guys were worried about Purdue. Mike's like, wait, Purdue and Rutgers are in the Big Ten? Eric is like, sports. Now, I would type sports into the chat, but I can't do that because it'll be rejected for spam. So, apparently. But talk to me about Purple Pig Guy.
Yeah, again, like I said, I mean, just, I love the colors in the armor. I mean, yeah, I could do 1,000 shades of silver and gunmetal and, copper and whatnot, but to change up the armor and just give it a cool color, I mean, I just think it pops the character so much more. And like I said, all the little details that you could work into the paintwork on that and just kind of make it, just make it pop a little bit more. I just love it, man. I mean, the one thing that I will never credit myself for, I totally suck at painting head sculpts. I totally suck. I mean, my head sculpt work sucks. I'll be the first to admit it to myself that I totally need work on my head sculpt work. But I mean, sometimes I do okay, I guess. I mean, I think I do okay. I mean, enough to get through. You know what I mean? Not that anybody's going to complain, but I mean, I just
knocked that out of the park.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
I think you killed this one. And also, not for nothing, Eric does some cool stuff with that light metallic blue color. He's done some pretty sick, sorry, Ryan, pretty sick purple things too. Need I mention the purple dwarf?
Oh, yeah. Dude, I'm going to be coming for this one.
I'm going to be coming for this one.
No, you're not.
Jordan's going to be coming for this one.
See, this is why I don't like to post my stuff before Legion's gone, dude. Because then all the infighting starts.
I already sent LeBron money for this. Don't worry. It's coming.
Tell me how much he sent you. I'll send you $5 more.
I appreciate that, Jordan. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah. I love it. I love the purple. not surprised that it gets the PGG seal of approval because it's a freaking great custom. And I see this pig guy, this knight guy, and I also get Gamorrean guard vibes. And to me, that also makes it even a little bit cooler, even if it wasn't intentional.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally not intentional, but yeah, that pig sculpt, that helmeted pig sculpt was freaking awesome. Again, I'm sorry, I don't remember who made it. I just don't, dude. I mean, like I said, shout out to the creators and the awesome 3D printers and the sculptors that do this work, man. I'm a dumbass. I just don't remember anybody's name. I just can't.
No, dude, I've heard a million customizers say the same thing because you guys work with so much stuff. Like how could you possibly once the piece goes into like its organized little bin, like what are you gonna do?
Dude, I have a hard enough time even remembering the Mythic and Cosmic Legion named characters. You know what I mean?
I don't.
With the yeah.
I'm just now learning Belualith.
Belualith, yeah.
Belualith.
Yeah.
I'm finally getting that right.
Yeah.
Belualith.
What's the long gray alien's name?
Ias.
What did you used to call him? Was that like baseball player's name or something, or like
Orlando Cepeda?
Orlando Cepeda, yeah.
Orlando
I was gonna
Cepeda.
say that's his name, Orlando Cepeda.
Not Ias Cepedian or
Yeah.
Ias Cepedian. Whatever. Orlando Cepeda.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, I think I'm like normally like good with names. Like I feel like I'm pretty good. Like my mom, God bless her, she could never say Rutgers. Like granted, Rutgers is a weird word. What other
Mhm.
word puts T and G together?
Yeah.
She always wanted to call it Rutford.
Rutford.
Yeah, my son goes to Rutford.
All right.
Here we go. Purple Pig guy. Another dope duo here. Now we got to go Cosmic.
Again.
I freaking love this one right here.
Yeah, the Cosmics I was really geeking out on this year because the Cosmic, like I said, it's you know, the details in the sculpt work from 4-H are simply amazing. And every year they bring out just a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And the Cosmic figures, I really find it's a great challenge as an artist to paint them. You know what I mean? To really get into those small details and to bring out all those little highlights and the little things that you probably don't see if you just look at a standard figure. I mean, you got to imagine, I mean, these were both centuries. You know what I mean? These were both just gray century figures. So, I mean, you look at that figure, it's an amazing figure, but when you really start putting the paint details in it, it's something that just blows your mind when you just realize how many extra details and things that you don't really pick up on when you first look at the figure, like all the things that are there on that figure. So I just, like I said, for me, that's the enjoyment, is just the challenge of taking the time to really jump into all those details and just bring that figure more to life, you know? And sure, like I said, I could add I mean, obviously there's tons of them to do it with. I mean, I could have I've done some with just standard heads or century heads or whatever, but you know, if you have a head that'll work, you know, that'll go with the figure, sure, why not add something that'll kind of, like I said, change the character itself from the standard to something that's more unique, you know?
So when you're starting a custom like this, and is there a general way you go about it, or is it different for every figure? So like I'm looking at this and I'm wondering like how you started. Like, did you envision the final product, or does it start with a 3D part and I'm like, I want to use this somehow, or does it start with a color? Like, what's the inspiration like when you start the custom to when you finish? What's the first spark? Is it the 3D part? Is it a color you want to use? What gets you going to start a custom like one of these two here?
For me, really, it's just, I mean, it's, you know, I'll take, you know, let's say I'll take 20 figures and I'll break them all down and I'll shoot everything in black matte. You know, I'll use like Citadel Chaos Black to shoot everything black matte, so it just blacks out everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then literally, dude, it's me looking at my 30 trays of Citadel pots and just going, okay, what color should I do? You know what I mean? It's just, let me, sometimes I'll have a bunch of spare parts that I'll have primed, and I'll, get a green metallic, and I'll dry brush it on that, and I'll look at the piece and go, yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay, let me take a blue metallic. Oh, that's actually a little cooler. You know what I mean? And it's just one of those things that, okay, I think this will work for this piece. And then I'll grab it and I'll just start doing it. And it's just, and I don't really, like I said, I don't really take anything as far as like, oh, this reminded me of this character, so I want to paint something that's kind of like it inspired me to paint that. It's just basically looking at what colors I have available on my desk and just kind of just throwing a shot in the dark and just going, okay, let me try this one. And there we go. That's pretty much it. And then from there, I just, then I'll say, okay, well, we'll highlight this. Well, can I use a purple? Can I use like a green? Should I use more silvers? Can I put some golds in there? Stuff like that. So that's just how I do it.
Same. So that's cool, man. So it's almost like a musician, right? So like there's different ways to write a song, right? You can be like, all right, I want to write a song about this thing that I'm going through. Or you can just be like, or you're a musician and you just start jamming and you're like, all right, what sounds good with this? Where does this lead me? How am I feeling about this?
Yeah.
And like let the custom almost take shape on its own. Like,
kind
of like the vessel, right?
Basically.
My man Greg says, my bros, what's up? To all my bros and sisters in the chat. Can't wait to see everyone in 2 weeks. I can't wait to see you, man.
Yep.
Listen, check out Off World last night when they were razzing Greg
on his audio.
No, but the Sir Ukzak statue that they could possibly do, saying that the only way that they could do a Sir Ukzak was if it was laying down because of the brittle ankles and knees and stuff like that.
Oh my god,
dude, he popped back in just to say fuck you all.
Classic.
Oh my god.
Classic.
They instead of doing like a one up Sir Ukjak, just make a costume for Greg. Just have him walk around.
Exactly.
Just have him Sir Ukjak around the convention. That'd be even better.
I'm sure. What's his name that does the cosplay?
Rebecca and John.
No. The other kid, Maverick. I'm sure he could make that for Greg. Maverick does some awesome cosplay costumes, dude. It's so amazing. So amazing.
The helmet on the left is cool too. I mean, the head on the right here is incredible, but the helmet is cool too.
Yeah, it's guy had a good like pilot vibe. That was kind of like what I saw when I saw that helmet. I'm like, oh, that's a cool like pilot's suit or whatever. So I don't know. I kind of saw him as more of like a pilot.
Little TIE fighter vibes, a little bit. TIE fighter pilot vibes, I guess.
Listen, you could get the Roboskull. Head over to LeBron's table, get that figure, put it right in the Roboskull.
Hell yeah!
There you go. Because Skeletron will be there. Oh, dude, these like this one on the right.
Holy shit!
What is happening?
I love that plague mask head on that
cosmic plague.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh shit!
Talk to me, man.
Yeah, Von Burke Studios, man. Freaking that one I remember. See, because I know which sculpt that is. Von Burke, yeah. So, all right, like I said, man, it's just some of those parts that you've had in your bins for a while, and you still haven't figured out what the hell to do with them. And Legion's Con comes around, and you're like, well, I got to use these parts for something, and maybe mix them up in ways that maybe people aren't normally mixing them up with. You know what I mean? Why not throw it in a cosmic, build or whatever, So.
That's definitely one of the ones on the hit list, man. This guy right here.
Yeah, and then the other one is a mix of the Novi and Lean, and then I also mixed in some of the parts from what's the female figure, the 1.0 cosmic female figure. I put her arms on that. Vorga, yeah, Vorga. and used her like her. I think that's her belt piece. That's on the thing, and yeah, kind of mixed it up a little bit with that figure, and like I said, threw a standard head on it, which I thought looked cool for a helmeted head with the neck piece and stuff. So I don't know. Like I said, just trying different things, but with the standard figures. With the, like I said, just kind of bringing it all back to the basics, where I don't have to like. I mean, in a way, it's. I think it's become way easier for us as customizers to do these radical figures with all these different custom parts, you know, from torsos to heads to pauldrons to I mean there's everything. You could literally rebuild an entire figure from head to toe practically with all 3D printed parts. But to me, like I said, I kind of wanted to tone that down a little bit and just, like I said, just bring it back to the basics of just getting a great paint job on a figure and just bringing out those awesome details, and I don't know, just making something fun out of the you know, the standards, you know.
Nice. Sick work, man. And I also kind of like how like the feet over here of the, what are they, Sphexian feet, right? Kind of like play into the whole, like it's like a plague mask, but it like makes him look super bird like.
Yeah.
Very cool. Boom. I freaking love these guys. Back to the bunny.
The bunny always works, man. That chef's kiss to that sculpt, man. That sculpt is fucking phenomenal. I love that.
Josh
sculpt.
Brown?
Yeah. So good, dude. I could paint 100 more of those. I love this sculpt. It's so freaking awesome.
Sick, dude.
Yeah.
You know what would be killer? A metallic pink cosmic rabbit. Like
that would be awesome.
Throw a couple of Energizer batteries on the back.
Nice.
Sick, dude.
I'll save that for the tribute customizers.
Yeah. Sick, dude. And you know what? Not for nothing, this picture is cool too. The way that they're both kind of like looking at you, and like you've got like the cosmic bunny guy looking all pissed with the red eyes, and you've got like this organic guy over here with the big giant soulful black eyes, but his head is kind of cocked to the side looking at you. Cool color combination too. Kind of like understated but slightly green metallic, like armor with like the little turquoise pops.
Yeah. Like I said, you just never know what's going to work, man, until you try it. And just sometimes, you know, I mean, I've painted figures where I've, you know, looked at it and said, you know, I thought that was going to be good, but didn't turn out the way I figured it would, and kind of start from scratch. But sometimes, you know, you get the ones that pop, and like I said, just really makes a great custom.
How about that? You said a little earlier that like you were kind of like digging cosmic this year. You've done so many cool like mythic customs or whatever, but cosmic, even though we're a couple of years into it, here we go. Trevor says he's got a late night bunny.
Yeah, he does.
Now I need a late night bunny. With cosmic, there's so much of a landscape that's like open, that like the possibilities are so endless. Like, what does that do to you as a creator, as a customizer? Like, is that something about that's exciting? Because I know that you mentioned that you were into cosmic anyway, and you've got a few cool cosmic customs here.
Yeah. It just I just love the new challenge. I love the new challenge of it, as far as like, you know, character creations, and like I said, more than anything, the new sculpt work on the bodies that just, as a painter, just gives me so much more of a challenge and something so new to kind of, such a new canvas to work on. That's how I look at it. And man, oh man, can I just say this, that even as a, you know, as a customizer, you sit there and you look at a figure and you say, okay, what head might work with this? Or maybe, you know, if I interchange, let's say Vorgus and so, or, you know, a Sentry and a Sphexian parts, and kind of build off of that. When I see things that completely blow my mind, that's what inspires me the most, is the Maverick Architect doing all of those pop and swaps that he's been doing. Have you seen this guy's work?
I don't know that I have.
Yeah, he Curtis
Can we
just had
find
him
it?
on his How'd You Do That show.
Mhm.
Man, his pop-in swabs, damn. I mean, his pop-in swabs put most of my customs to shame. It's crazy, and they're just pop-in swabs, and it's so cool to see somebody that can actually envision such cool combinations of just the figures with no paint to make something just so spectacular, man. I love it. I mean, big props to that guy. He's doing some amazing work on the Cabal and posting some outstanding stuff.
We're gonna have to check out some of that stuff.
Yeah, he's fantastic, man. Fantastic.
And we've got a Tusk pilot, like a Tusk soldier here, or
Mhm.
officer, science officer. Very much similar color scheme to Sir Andrew.
Mm,
Like
yeah,
the dark
didn't-
copper with the pop of turquoise there.
Didn't even think about that. Yeah, like I said, man, just trying to, like I said, add some flair to these amazing sculpts on these figures, man. And like I said, without the use of, you know, soft goods and 100 different 3D printed parts, I still want to have the core character and the core figure, you know, in its true form. I mean, that's what I was kind of going for this year, a lot more than I ever did before. Because I mean, you know, we all know, I mean, I've done tons of customs with tons of freaking 3D printed parts, or, you know, parts that I took from other lines like McFarlane and Lord of the Rings and what have you. But this year I was just like, you know what? I kind of just want to just dial it all back and just really enjoy the challenge of just the figures themselves and see what I could do with them.
Steph likes it. She's like, that's striking.
Appreciate you, Steph. Love you, girl.
Rick says very fancy. He does look. This does look like a high class custom, doesn't it?
He's kind of high class.
He's a commander. That's why.
Mhm.
Commander class.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Hell yeah.
Good shit, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Cool. Can you guys give me like 30 seconds? I'll run upstairs, come back right back.
Yeah, go for it.
Thanks, guys. I'll be right back.
So I have a feeling SDL is going to break up because we're going to be throwing down to get to your table first.
Hands will be thrown at the LeBron table. I like it. Just don't bump into anything, especially Eric Miller's table. Please don't bump into Eric Miller's table. You know, and it's funny too, because it's like, you know, I mean, I didn't know until later on in the year where I was. I mean, I knew early on that I was going to lose my old table spot in the room, and I didn't know like who Jeremy was going to put me with. And then when I found out he was going to put me with the Murderers Row, I was like, oh boy. But it's cool because I you know, I love each and every one of those guys on that row, and I'm so happy to be next to Brian Burke, who in 2022 was my table mate, which was awesome because we totally rocked that show, and it was just, Brian's just an amazing dude. And then to be for the first time next to Eric Miller, which, I mean, if anybody knows, if you don't know, get out from under your rocks, because you have to see this guy's work. It's simply amazing. And to have somebody that's, you know, stood his ground as a vendor at the show where 90% of what's on his table is not for sale. He's there to show you his work, his hobby, and the love of his figures that he owns for himself personally. It's not about like, hey, I'm here to sell off a bunch of customs and make a bunch of money and profit. No, it's about the love of the art, man. And that's why I totally 100% respect Eric's work, and just his artistry is just simply amazing, man. I just love his artwork. So, and to have something like what I do, you know, compared to like what Eric does, it just gives you that, it showcases like how different we are artistically and how much we can kind of like just expand on this entire, you know, community of artisans and customizing and the visions that we have for these things. And to see stuff like that along with Noah and the Grandmasters himself, Dennis Derby at the end, I mean, every single one of these guys, I mean, we all bring our own little niche to this to this thing. So it's just so much fun to see it, come to life and to share that experience in that row with those guys. I mean, it's an all-time honor for me. Trust me.
There is.
Hell yeah. So stoked to be with you guys this year.
Yeah, that's going to be an incredible area of the vendor floor to be at.
Do not miss those tables, man. I'm telling you. If you want, I think if you want the best of the best in customizing, that row is definitely one you do not want to miss, because there's going to be some just magic there.
You know, have anything like this? Oh no! You won't even have that one now.
As you break it.
No, that's all right. It wasn't even really on there. It's all right. That's going to be my custom. So with only 2 weeks to go, do you have anything? Are you going to do anything new, or is anything that you're going to create for the convention, is that done?
No, I'm 100% done. I'm 100%. The only thing I did this morning, I did some last minute sealants on a few figures that I had painted a couple days ago, or that I hadn't sealed yet. So I did that. The only thing I haven't shown anyone is the Armies of Ashmore figure that I did.
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
I'm bringing that to the con as well, so I'll have that on my table on display. So that I'm kind of leaving as a surprise. I mean, it's it's just one of those things I kind of didn't want to showcase at all until that moment when everybody could come to my table and see what my take on the Armies of Ashmore figure. That was a cool project. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. It was, trust me, it was really hard to think of what to do, because I had saw all the other ones that other artists had done in the previous year, and I was like, and of course they had like Eric Miller do one, and I'm like, oh boy, like I gotta follow up on it to Eric Miller's work. Like, oh, here we go, So no, that was a lot of fun. So that's kind of something that's totally different from anything that I do. So, or especially the scale of it. I mean, it's a lot bigger figure, and they gave me the green light and said, hey man, just do whatever you want to do with it. And, you do you. So I was like, okay. So, I mean, I have my particular style that people recognize and know. So I didn't try to do anything completely bizarre or wild, or, it's not going to be hot pink or anything like that. But,
Hey,
Alexander, what's up, brother? Yeah, so yeah, that's that. I mean, like I said, along with some older customs that I'm selling, newer ones that I have, some of the staples that people know me by and stuff, and then that Armies of Ashmore figure. That's pretty much it. I think I ended up with maybe 31, 32 customs total, I think. So that's about what I'll bring.
That's solid.
Oh yeah,
that's more than solid.
It's a good number. I don't really. I mean, I haven't looked, and I know I didn't work on a lot of new ones, but I don't necessarily think I have enough painted heads to fill up a head rack. I'm not sure. I had to look. I mean, I just basically all the heads that I've ever painted, they're basically just wrapped up in plastic bubble wrap, and they're like in a box under my desk that, I mean, they've been there since last November, literally. Then I haven't looked at any of that stuff. So it's just stash it away and forget about it. So if I may or may not bring a head rack, I'm not sure. I mean, trust me, it's not like there's not going to be enough to go around in the show. I just kind of wanted to focus just on the customs, and that's about it.
Plus, I mean, 30 full customs, that's nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, it's trust me, to anybody who's out there that's done it. Yeah, it's not an easy task, especially like I said, because I never, well, mostly never try to duplicate my work. So it's not like I'm just, doing the same custom again and again and again, like a manufactured line or anything, you know what I mean? So it's like every single one I have to look at and go, okay, what color is this going to be and what details that going to have? And so I just hope everybody enjoys it, man. That's all I care about, is just like I said, that people enjoy it, that they kind of just are able to walk to each and every one of those tables and give the credit to the artists that have put in all this time and effort and the work to make this show what it is, man, and have a great time and talk about what we do and just, enjoy everything.
So speaking of Legions Con,
mm-hmm. Are we talking about Legions Con?
Hold on a second. All right.
Yeah, that's a great shirt.
Hit those guys up for sure. 3D printed parts on point, bro. So good.
Have we talked about this yet?
No, we have not.
Woo!
Man, oh man.
So the Horsemen dropped their Legions Con documentary, and it is a thing. Like
yeah.
a thing and a half.
The best thing.
Yeah. Anybody tear up while watching this thing?
I did. I was at work and tears were coming down my eyes, and I was like, dude, you can't make a grown man cry at work. People are gonna fucking wonder what's going on.
Yeah, this is definitely something special, man.
This right here is something special. I agree.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right here. Look at this.
Yeah.
Woo, screenshot that.
Right there.
And then Curtis, fucking Curtis. I wish he was here right now. Like with the little soliloquy, like it's Big Brother. Like a natural, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I will say this. Oh no, go ahead.
He might not be able to read, but man, can he spit some game on camera?
Yes, sir.
So the part that Joe V was talking about is that at Legions Con is you can't tell anybody about it. It's something you have to experience, dude. That 100% right.
Like a toy matrix, he said.
Toy matrix.
100% right.
There was a lot of really cool parts to this. Joe's toy matrix is one of my favorite parts.
Mm-hmm.
Saying you have to experience it, no one can really tell you what it's like. And Big Greg, I thought Big Greg was I thought he stole the show.
Yeah, his mythic buffet, bro.
Yeah, I was just
buffet.
Mythic buffet. I love it, dude.
Mythic buffet.
Yeah. No, all these parts are just incredible, man. This whole, I mean, what a great presentation. I love it.
You know what? This actually got me a little.
I'm not worried about that. I'm here. I made it. So the first year I didn't really know anyone. I kind of would introduce myself like, hi, my name is Greg. Nice to meet you. What do you have? And what figure did you get? So I was trying to put myself out there. And then flash forward to this year, I come through the door and it's like, Schmerber. And I'm like, thank you. Like I never felt that in my life, to be accepted, not judged, just you are who you are, and we're happy to see you. Like that to me is priceless.
You're so, dude.
Yeah, that
when I watched that part, that hit me in the heart.
That put a lump in my throat for sure, dude. I was like, yeah, that's the feeling, dude. That's the feeling everybody should have when they come to Legions Con, and they do. You know what I mean? No matter who you are, what walk of life you are, if you're a creator, if you're just an attendee, if you're just a toy geek, if you're social anxieties, I mean, that's the feeling you get, man. It's so, like I said, it's so unattainable at so many other cons that people attend. When you come to Legions Con, it's a completely different world.
And
so
when
good.
Big Greg, dude, at the end when he was like, don't worry about being weird, we're all weird.
Yeah.
That's what makes you you.
That's perfect.
And then the end on
exactly.
that, I was like, oh
yeah, so good, bro. So good.
Oh, man. There's so many good.
So you pick your arm pack, you pick your leg pack, and everybody gets the accessory pack with the weapons and the belts and
Yes, this is like being a kid in a candy store, and these are all like different varieties of candy. We're just filling up our bags.
You get a little tray. It's literally just a buffet. You're gonna pick the torso, the heads. You're gonna pick the shoulder pads, the little waist. You're gonna pick the legs. So it's really just a toy buffet. It's a Mythic Legions buffet. That's the best way I could describe it. You're gonna go in, and no matter what you're gonna make, it's gonna be delicious, and you're gonna enjoy it.
Like I would build the most wacky thing I could get, but everybody was building like the right thing. Like it was like, I want this guy.
Dude, it's just there's so much good stuff in here, man.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
The buffet. Oh, sorry.
I love that they did such a great job of really capturing everybody's, I guess you could say, experience, but Jesus Christ, this is so beautifully done.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hit so many like good aspects of it, and Brad Treadaway has done a really good job with the video. Like it's
Oh man, amazing, dude. Amazing.
Yeah, so if you haven't checked it out yet, check it out on the Four Horsemen Studios YouTube channel. There's some really great stuff here. Wait, is this one thing I wanted?
It ended up being the best thing they ever did. It democratized the ability to make toys. Like Prometheus giving fire to man, like Four Horsemen gave fire to the Legionnaires out there.
That was really cool because they talked a little bit. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, let the 1,000 Swigs play so we can see DJ Swig.
I am that's and that's reminded me to do something too. But they did a good job of talking about the fact that really highlighting that the 3D part makers and the customizers and the painters and everybody, how big of a part of the community they are, and how much the Four Horsemen did what most other companies wouldn't do, which is sort of like embrace that community. And that it's been this symbiotic relationship of each side feeding into one another and supporting one another.
Yep.
And I thought Diego had such a cool quote there. It was kind of like, like Prometheus gave fire, and it was like the Horsemen gave the Legionnaires the figures, and like then the community sort of blew up around it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, man.
And then, of course, the Tale of 1,000 Swigs. Pretty cool. Jeremy got to tell like the whole story again of sort of like how that kind of came about, and seeing every time you get a chance to sort of see the actual room, like the footage of the room is incredible. I love seeing like little kids like looking at everything and seeing the table kind of come together. Like now I don't want to miss this part when like by the time I got there, the table was largely set up. I kind of want to see everybody like putting their swigs out there,
A lot of them they pick up from vendor tables beforehand, so it's not like the actual person that actually. I mean, they have like multiples that they pick up at tables. I know they grabbed mine, or I forgot if I took it up to the room myself or not. I can't remember, but yeah, I mean, there's so many that are on that table. I mean, it's not like everybody could get up there and be like, "Here's mine, here's mine." You know what I mean?
And it's awesome to sort of like hear that story and sort of like be reminded that like it all came about because they had a lot of swigs, had to sell them, and then Jeremy came up with this cool story, and then it was like, you know what, bring your swig to Legions Con,
turning a mistake into a great positive, man, and the community just jumping on board and just saying, yeah, let's do this, and you know what I mean, and just turned into something so great and such a community filled effort. That was awesome.
And I love that how Jeremy talked about like how he was like, yeah, we just said like bring a swig, and he's like, when people started wanting to do it as like a thing, like he's like, I figured it was just like it'd be a table and like people would be like throwing as many out of the box swigs as they could onto the table, and the community ran with it and did something completely beyond that. And just like a swig out of the box is great. He counts. That's awesome. But like most people like went and did something creative with it and made
Mhm.
something and took it in and made it this art project, you know. And it's this. Here's the thing: 1,000 Swigs, I feel like, is a perfect encapsulation of what Legion's Con is.
Mhm. Yeah,
Because it's like
absolutely.
people took it, and just because of the joy of it, there you go,
There it is.
Yeah.
TJ Swig, just because of there I am setting it up, the joy of it and the fun of it, wanted to create and put their own little spin on what a swig like could be, you know,
Mhm.
because it's fun and it's ridiculous and it's hilarious, and nobody was doing it for money, and like there was
Yeah.
nothing to gain from it other than just the fun of it, and like that's it. There you
Yeah.
go. That's what
And,
it is.
and literally a lot, like probably more than 80% of these custom swigs were from people who never even customized
Yep.
anything. It was like that. That's a beautiful thing to inspire that many people to take a chance to say, "Hey, let me be a part of this, and let me put in something that I created, you know, and share it with the community." It's beautiful.
I think a lot of people took an opportunity to express themselves in that kind of way. Like, there's my boy Len. I love seeing Len in this video. Like, and doesn't he speak like, God, he just seems perfect. Like, now Len is part of the studio. Like, I think that's really cool. But like, you know, like I made my DJ Swig, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a great painter. You know, I don't 3D print parts. I'm not a great painter, but I wanted to make a swig, and it's like, what could I do to make it cool? You know,
Mhm.
like you could use multimedia. I can bring music to go along with it. I can bring lights. I can do this. I can take this. I can take that. Like I can put it together. Like the DJ booth can have stickers from the community. It was kind of like customizing can be whatever you want it to be and whatever you're good at. And it's not just what you're good at. It's what do you like to do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do that.
Mm-hmm.
Do that. Apply it to the swig, and there you go. Oh shoot! Here's some of the footage from that first Legion's Con.
Yeah, the first Mythic meetup right there.
Yeah.
Freaking awesome. From a
Happy
broom
birthday.
from a broom closet to freaking to this massive freaking amazing 2-day show that we have, man.
Yeah. And that's another thing too, is that, you know, Legion's Con has gotten so much bigger than what it was, and that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It could be bigger if they wanted it to be.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Like
but how big do you go before you really start to lose the intimacy of what we have here and now? You know what I mean? It's like, is it more important to be bigger, or is it more important to, like I said, to have this really, really, really tight-knit community of amazing fans, amazing artists to, you know, and like I said, I know there's a lot of people that are on the outside looking in that want to be a part of it, but it's one of those things that, like I said, I kind of hold that dear to myself and to other, you know, veterans of the community, that it is what it is now because of, you know, what we brought it to become. You know what I mean?
I think that's right, man. I think that's 100% right. And I think they've said it, so I know they're very conscious of it. It was kind of like, it's grown big. They were happy that all these people can participate and stuff, but like, they don't want to lose that part of it. It's striking that balance between those two things, you know, like they could, like, they have enough people that want to be vendors. Well, they could have moved to a bigger venue this year, you know,
Mm-hmm.
but
like, I mean, even me, and I know I'm not the only one. I mean, I know there's multiple vendors that have done it throughout the years where, you know, there's a lot of people that say, man, I wish I could display my stuff or sell my stuff or have a table. You know, last year I told Frank Lira, hey, dude, you know what? Why don't you bring some of your stuff down and I'll share a part of my table with you? You know what I mean? Like, just to give another artist an opportunity to come out there and be part of it with us. You know what I mean? Like, instead of just being an attendee, like to actually represent as a vendor and put your product out there and your artwork. I was all about it. And I think more and more, if, you know, obviously if tables don't become available as frequently as they would have in the past, I think a lot more vendors will start, you know, splitting up their tables with other artists and say, hey, you know what, like, we want you to be part of this community and we want you to, you know, enjoy the show the way we have for the past few years, and and just bring more art, like Jesse and those guys. I mean, it was him, Brian Say, and he's got 3 guys at his table that are doing it. I mean, like I said, I've seen tables with multiple people. Ackerman's table with Darla and
Tanya.
You know what I mean? It's like, that's great, man. I mean, the more the merrier as far as the tables are concerned. But the show itself as a whole, I would rather leave it as is. I think it's a perfect room. It's a great hotel. We all have an amazing time there, and I'd like to see it stay the way it is.
There we go.
I'd hate to see it in a convention center sized, platform, because I think that would really take away from the like I said, the intimacy that is what Legion's Con is.
Look at us there. Look at us right there.
Yeah, celebrating in the back. Hell yeah. For the big lion. Oh yeah. So cool.
And I loved seeing like the guys' reaction to everyone's reaction.
Yeah.
And how genuine that really is. Like,
oh yeah.
Dude, you damn near tackled LeBron.
I was excited.
Hell yeah. That was a freaking amazing reveal, man. So cool.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from the dragon, that was probably my favorite reveal of the whole thing.
There it is.
And man, if you weren't in the room for that, the dragon,
was a moment.
There's nothing else. That was the moment right there, man.
I was gonna say, man, that like I even watching the video back again, hearing the crowd react to it, and and Jeremy describes it as like almost like a wave, like cascading. You can hear it as like you hear the
all the way back. Yeah, it's freaking amazing.
Just some fun shit. Vern.
Yeah, like I said, if this doesn't make you regret not being able to come to Legion's Con, or second guessing yourself on whether or not you should attend, I don't know what other way to make you decide this is the place you want to be in November.
And the fact that they keep thinking of ways to make it fun and cool. Like it was just like the whole thing about like the new surprise drop figure. Like, that wasn't a thing. No. Like in 2023 it wasn't, or 2022 it wasn't a thing. Because Valiant Knight was 23. Ninian was 24. Now 24. People are expecting it. Like,
yeah.
So yeah,
we're spoiled. What can I say?
Yeah,
but it's you know what? But it's kind of one of those things that it's one of those things that I think that the Horsemen actually say, hey, you know what? To all those fans who have traveled from near and very far, let's give them a little something extra. Let's give them a little something special that they were not expecting, and just as a way to just say, hey, man, thanks for making it again out to this amazing show that's for all of us. You know what I mean? And I think that's just a great thing. And the great thing about it, it's not like the exclusives. I mean, the San Diego exclusive that they brought out to that show, that exclusive sold out in less than 15 minutes every day of the con. So it was like only a handful of people were able to get their hands on it. You come to Legion's Con, and no matter what exclusives on that table, you're able to get it, even if it's the tail end of the last day of the show. That exclusive will be there available for you if you're at the show. So it's like, that's one thing that, like I said, I definitely tip my hat to them for, because it's it's something that you can't, I got to be in line at 3:00 in the morning before the exclusives sell out. They are not going to sell out. They totally bring enough for the show and for everybody to have one. You know what I mean? And like I said, for the most part, they'll stall out anybody that's like, hey, I want to have, give me 50 of them. Well, hold on a minute. You know what I mean? Like, maybe we'll sell you 5 or 10 of them right now, but let everybody else get their share, and then come back to us on, let's say, midday Sunday, see where we're at, and then we'll hook you up. But for the most part, everybody gets the exclusive, no matter what. So it's not like you have to worry about, oh man, I see a lot of people, a lot of newbies that are coming to the show for the first time asking that same question. What time do I have to line up for the Four Horsemen table so I can get the exclusive? Like, dude, don't worry about it. It's all going to be there all day, all weekend long. They're not gonna run out. You're
It's
not going to miss out.
It truly is how, like, especially at like the shows that the Horsemen would go to, where like people lined up, you know, in the wee hours of the morning to get in, to get to the table first, to see like what incredible stuff was on the table first. It's not so much that anymore, but people still line up in the wee hours of the morning. You know why? Just because they want to.
No,
They, like,
that's true. Yeah, they just do it to do it. I understand that. I get it.
Alex had a cool Alex said a two-part question here. Do you think they can outdo themselves this year after last? Do that one first. I'll hop on it. I'll say I think outdo is, it depends on how you sort of define that. So could they do something that's bigger than a dragon? No, I don't think so. Because number one, the dragon is physically bigger than most of what, you know, you could do outside of a playset. I think the dragon is something people waited for years and had been talked about for years. So I don't think it's that so much, but I think they will. Oh, this was one of my favorite parts of the video, just as an aside.
Oh yeah.
Was Big Greg, you know, helping this little kid out in the armory. That hit me in the feels too. That was good stuff.
Good stuff.
But I think they will absolutely find a way to go in a new direction, probably that people weren't expecting, to make it something that surprises people, and in such a way that we walk away from this year's G-Con like, I didn't expect that. That's really cool. And I do feel like they kind of teased it a little bit last year when they kind of showed us how big the world of Mythos or the whole whatever is. So that the possibilities there are endless. So what do you guys think about just that first question? Do you think they can outdo themselves?
If I mean, I know when people ask this, I know it's referring to, can they outdo the reveal of the dragon? And right off the bat, no. The dragon is the dragon. It's a standalone, one of a kind, massive piece that will, I don't think anybody can outdo in any toy company. I'm sorry. There's no one that's going to do something that's so beautifully crafted and sculpted and painted as that dragon.
Mhm.
But I think they do outdo themselves every year. I mean, you know, you got to imagine how much artistic expression we have still yet to see from the mind of Treadaway. You know what I mean? And the things that this guy comes up with every single year is mind-blowing. So being able to outdo the last wave and the wave before that, absolutely. I'm all for it, whatever it might be, you know. And like I said, because of the way they opened up that world and the map of the entire Mythos world, I mean, it could be anything, man. It could be anything. I mean, obviously, there's so many things that people have already predicted as far as like the predictions of like what it could. You know what? You could make 1,000 guesses, and they're always gonna bring something that's totally gonna blow your mind from what you might have expected it to be.
Ryan?
I can't say anything that wouldn't just be a regurgitation of what you guys said.
Sounds delicious.
Regurgitation.
Just kidding. All right. Well, I'll go to you first. So, Rygon, you're on the hot seat first, to borrow a Legion's Lair phrase. Predictions, my friend. G-Con predictions, surprise figure predictions. What do you got?
I got nothing because I am just so bad at predictions. But if I have to give an answer, when he said set sales last year at the end of the, what was that? The Off-World Shooting the Shelf, I immediately thought Pirates, but I don't think it's specifically Pirates. I think it might just be setting sales to like a different part of said world.
Mm-hmm.
But what
I think
we
that makes sense. That's fair.
yeah, what we could see, it opens up a whole new, like all new figures. So I couldn't even begin to guess.
What do you got, Enrique?
I mean the like I said, the set sail thing can throw you off in a way. I know a lot of people obviously were thinking pirates right off the bat, pirates.
Mhm.
But I was thinking more seafaring humanoid type creatures, but more of like sea creature type things like octopuses, sharks, whales, things like that. Things that, walruses, things that come from the ocean in character form or like a humanoid character form. That's kind of where I'm thinking that, oh mama.
Mama LeBron.
That's where I was thinking they're heading. But like I said, I could be completely wrong. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just, to tell you the truth, I hate trying to predict things. I just love the surprise and actually being there in person for the 5th year in a row and being able to sit there and just be completely mind blown when they bring these figures out and they show us what they're working on. So cool.
Yeah, and again, predictions. D Blake makes. Get your D Blake make stuff this year. I got some stuff.
Absolutely.
Treat your shelf.
Treat your shelf.
Yep.
Even making predictions, it's not about even guessing it right. It's just the fun of like what it could be or whatever. But
yeah.
I probably had similar thoughts to you guys. I'm very much was thinking like, why do I keep calling Eric Enrique? Because his name's Eric, and I go Enrique. Eric Enrique, late night. Hey you. Yeah, I was thinking seafaring creatures, mer people.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Rick had sent that like just because I figure like that's an area too where like stuff that we can already, based on what they've already shown us in Mythic Legions and in Cosmic Legions, seafaring creatures, mer people, stuff like that merges some of those two things, doesn't it? So
Rick Jones has an idea that that's one thing that I thought that would be super cool. If they reimagined a troll scale figure into like a Kraken style figure, you know what I'm saying? But like totally I mean, I can't even imagine what they could do, but like a troll scale styled figure, but like a Kraken. Holy God.
Another reason why that makes sense. When was the last time they did a new troll style scale figure?
Exactly.
It's been years. They did the head things.
How many new, you've got like the brute scale. Obviously you got that like new imp scale or the little
Curtis scale.
Yeah. I mean, the you've got the 1.0 females now, you know what I mean? Like there's been a lot of new sizes and character shapes, but the troll has they have left that troll way behind, and you cannot tell me there's not something they have reimagined or rethought of retooling that type of body. It doesn't have to necessarily be the but that scale of figure, something massive like that. I think that would be amazing, especially with a wave of figures. Like let's say you have a wave of, let's say 6 to 8 new figures. I mean, to throw a massive, like a troll scale figure in with a new revealed wave, I think that would be just amazing. Especially, like I said, if it was like I said, a Kraken or something like that, I think that would be just fucking awesome.
I think that is a pretty good call. I'm glad that I recognized that you made it. All right, Rob is saying that Enrique is Henry.
Yeah,
or Heinrich.
So I'm definitely not Enrique. Sorry.
Probably not, but it sounds cool. Enrique sounds cool as shit.
Just boring Eric. That's all. Sorry, but I got a cool last name, so fuck off.
Eric LeBron,
the original, baby, the original.
Don't forget 1,000 Swigs. Doing my part to plug 1,000 Swigs. If you're going to Legions Con or if you can't make it to Legion's Con and you can send one there, just get a swig there.
You know, so many, and this is kind of the things that I was thinking about, how in the early days, like I said, how it was really a core group of people that kind of started the beginning of Legion's Con, and the things that, you know, some people did, and things that kind of made it a community effort, like the 1,000 Swigs. The thing that someone brought up the other day was, remember the was it the traveling snag figure?
Mhm.
The snag, remember that? I mean, whatever happened to that?
Oh,
Why
yeah.
did I remember that?
It was no, it was
The
I did. I
traveling-
helped. It was
It was a goblin,
it
though,
wasn't.
right?
It was a goblin, but it wasn't Snag. It was
Who
what was his
that?
name?
But something like that was fun. That, like, that little
I
figure
forgot about
like
that.
made it all over the place, and just went from hand to hand, and just traveled like all over the place. I mean, it was
Wasn't-
so cool.
Was it Thwick? No.
No, it was like it was a regular goblin, but he had a name. Like we gave him like a
Oh.
Malignancy, folks. Who was the goblin? It was one of the, for the people that don't know what the hell we're talking about.
It was a traveling goblin.
Yeah,
It was
there
it was somebody's figure that somebody handed to somebody else, and he just started making his way literally all throughout the United States. I don't even know. Did he make it overseas?
no. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah, but it was
No, this guy was the original one. He was the one that everybody, like a lot of people, had in their hands, and it
Yeah,
wasn't their figure. It was.
yeah. The idea was that like this goblin.
It was Snag. Yeah, Eric said it was Snag.
It was Snag,
What?
but they named him something else, I think. Didn't they? Is that what you meant, Jonathan?
No, what I meant was I'm thinking of like the next year, because I participated in whatever I think I did what the one Kirby is talking about, but the one we did, like the head wasn't a Mephitor head, I don't think, but it might have been a Mephitor goblin. I might have okay, here we go. So I'm wrong. So I was thinking of the year that I participated, and this is 3 years ago, I think. And it wasn't a Snag, but that wasn't the original one.
Yeah, the original.
The Traveler.
The OG was the Traveler. He was the OG Traveler. And it was so cool. It was just like I said, it was one of those things where, as a community, we shared something together. Like I said, which obviously, like, fast forward to the 1,000 Swigs, it's one of those things that, like I said, you didn't have to be someone special in the community. You didn't have to be a customizer. You didn't have to, you know what I mean? It was just like, here's a Snag, and he's on his travels, and wherever he goes, he's going to end up on the Cabal in Texas, or he's in Florida, or he's up in, New Jersey. And next thing you know, he's over in Colorado. And, he was everywhere. He was literally everywhere. And everybody shared him. It wasn't like, wasn't like, well, we don't know you, so we're not going to, it was like, hey, you live where? All right. Snag's coming to your hometown. And it was just one of those things that it was kind of, like I said, it was a kind of a cool community thing that was just based off of just, you know what, let's just get this guy traveling,
Yeah, I mean, the one that I participated in was, I remember the goblin would come to you, and it would be like in a box with a bunch of stuff, like that, like people would throw in accessories, and the idea is you could customize him however you wanted. So I took like some of the pauldrons and I like painted those or whatever, and I threw some stuff like sort of in the box.
Yeah, that was definitely the second one. I remember that one. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely the second one. Yeah, the traveling Snag was definitely the first one. But yeah, like I said, it just makes me reminisce about,
cool.
like I said, when the community was so much smaller, and it was just kind of like these fun things that someone just came up with, like, these guys coming up with the idea of, hey, let's do 1,000 Swigs, and everybody bring a swig. So it just involved the entire community. And I just thought, like I said, stuff like that is, it just in so much more than just the show itself. It just brings, the community into the fold of being able to participate in some way, just to enjoy it and have fun,
Yeah, I'm never going to get there. Oh, yes! I found one of them.
You found one of the posts?
Ma Lin was the name of the guy that I did. And it was,
okay.
It was 2023. It feels
Yeah,
not as long ago. Okay, here we go. Here we go. There we go. Here's one of the pictures I posted.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, people customized them. You could like people added parts, painted different parts. There was like accessories in the box. You could like some of the stuff like was available for like if you wanted to like some people would designate stuff where like you could have like a piece if you wanted if you threw something in.
Right.
And I took some pictures with him. Here's one like where he's just at like a historic landmark in my town here, the Red Mill in Clinton, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, Kirby makes a good point here. Notice how goblins play a key role in these things? Coincidence?
I think not.
I think not. So let's see that shirt.
There you go. Nice.
There we go.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's definitely all the fun little things that the added little fun things that this community has come up with that, like I said, make it so much more than anything you can experience, especially at 100 different cons that you go to.
Nice.
So I took him to the zoo too.
Heck yeah.
Oh shoot, I took it. Well, these are all the ones that I took. So here, he came in this box. This is my kitchen. This is what the box looked like. And then he would come to you and there'd be a bunch of stuff in the box. And then you were supposed to take pictures with him. This is one of the pictures I took. And you were supposed to customize them, keep them for a couple of days, and then send them to the next person. And here he is. I took him to the zoo too.
With the giraffes. That's great.
Yes.
Perfect.
I thought that was hilarious.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm right there with you, Eric.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah. So there was like a parts exchange, basically, right? A head, or no, not a parts exchange. A head exchange.
It was a custom painted head exchange.
Yeah.
And yeah, it kind of it didn't go so well. Let's just say.
It was cool though.
It was cool. It was.
I did that too. It's just tough to keep track of, especially like then you're getting around the holidays too. Then it's even more difficult.
Yeah, yeah.
What else? Oh, wait, no. There was one other thing. Rob had a really cool idea. Hang on, Rob, you still there?
That's another thing that I like too, as far as like when I'm at the show, a lot of times, and I've done it probably the past 2 years, maybe 3 years, where at the tail end of the show, a lot of times I'll try to just make an even trade with somebody as far as another customizer. Like, hey, you know what? Pick a custom for my table and let me grab something off of your table kind of thing. You know what I mean? And just do a fair trade so that we could both grab one of each other's pieces of art. You know what I mean? And you know, like I said, it's not about the money. I mean, like I said, there's another thing too. A lot of my customs, I mean, I've given probably 5 or 10 of my customs away to people, just giving them to people, you know what I mean, as gifts, you know, or, you know, something that someone has liked at my table that have kind of constantly keep coming back. And hey, it's still there at the end of the show. Hey man, you know what? Here you go, brother. Like, I know you really like this and just, it's on me kind of thing where, like I said, it's not about the money, not to me. It's just, you know, but to be able to trade with another customizer for something that, like I said, that you like on their table, I mean, it's all fair game, man. And I mean, I think the community's more than willing to, you know, barter with each other. And if there's something that you like, and like I said, you have something dope at your table, figure it out, man. Have a conversation with somebody and say, hey man, what do you think? Let's do it. Let's do a trade. And most of the time it works out and everybody goes home happy.
So Terrence has put up this Swig hotlines. He did the same thing, or the Goblin guys did the same thing last year. The 1,000 Swigs call center. Here's the numbers. Let's find out what happens when you call the numbers.
Try it.
Thank you for contacting the Swig Nation Hotline, the home of 1,000 Swigs art installation at LegionsCon. We're just 2 weeks away from the gathering of the Swig family. Family photos will be promptly at 1 p.m. on Sunday, November 9th. Swig and their Legionnaire transport team, that's you, can start gathering as early as 11 a.m. and pickup is at 1:15. We're here to answer your FAQs about the 1,000 Swigs event. Number 1, is this a real event? Yes, absolutely. This is real and it is fun. It is a real fun event. Number 2, will I get my Swig back? Yes, Swig's team of certified Swig handlers will help you tag your Swig for safe return. Last year, they had a 100% success rate of return. Swig will accept nothing less than perfection from his team. Number 3, do I need to stay with my Swig? Nope. Just follow the Swig daycare drop-off and pick-up instructions so you can drop off your Swig and go back to the show floor. Just return by 1:15 to pick up your Swig. Number 4, is Swig a kind boss? Only if we get it right. He's a tougher taskmaster than King Noglin himself, and we don't want the wrath of him, so we aim for perfection. Number 5, what's a qualifying Swig? All Swigs matter, and all Swigs count. It can be straight out of the box, still in the box, a pop and swap, a fully customized Swig, or something completely different that embodies the essence of Swig. Number 6, will I be judged? Only if you forget to bring a Swig. Number 7, will my Swig be judged? No, all Swigs are loved and appreciated for who they are. Number 8, I heard something about raffles. What's the prizes? There is a raffle, and it is stacked with abundant prizes. You get 1 raffle ticket for each Swig that you bring and put on the table. So remember, bring your Swig. Come hang out in the swiggiest of all the rooms with the most swag, and dare we say, the most Riz in all of New Jersey on Sunday, November 9th at 1 p.m. Room opens at 11. See you there.
Man, how informative, bro. Wow.
How sick is that? That's pretty incredible.
Genius.
Good job, guys.
Great job.
Yeah, so that was Gina, the significant other of our own TSJ, and also TSJ, the significant other of Gina. Oh, wait, you can leave a message? I guess we did leave a message. We started to anyway. I'll leave another one.
Awesome.
How freaking cool is that? So call the number, leave a message. Sorry, I was just thinking, should we call back and leave a message?
I'll do it afterwards, after we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome though, man. That was freaking awesome.
That's really funny. That's really funny. That is pretty cool. So that's it. 1,000 Swigs. So what do you guys think?
It's gonna be a lot of fun, man. It's gonna be a lot of creativity in that room for sure.
Is DJ Swig making a comeback? And is there potentially another Swig for you in the works?
Yeah. So the plan right now is I'll be bringing 2 Swigs. DJ Swig is coming back. Yes, he is.
Nice.
And I've got a second surprise Swig.
There you
Another
go.
Swig. So I'll have 2. Are you bringing a Swig, Ryan?
I am not, unfortunately. So I will be judged pretty hard, it sounds like.
There's still time.
There is.
There's still a week and a half. All you got to do, and remember, and for everybody out there too, don't forget, don't feel intimidated and think that, oh, you know, I don't have time or I don't have a good idea or whatever it is. You can just bring a Swig. You can just bring a Swig. Any Swig. Uncustomized is good too. So here we go. This is going to be the new drive. Everyone pressure Ryan to bring a Swig.
I guess I'll dig swig out.
I'll make you feel better, Ryan. I'm not bringing one myself. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah.
All kinds of-
I didn't. First of all, I didn't have any swigs on hands in my inventory, so I didn't have anything to start with. But yeah, I'm not bringing one. I'm sorry. Too worried about bringing enough inventory for my table and making people happy.
All right, so there you go.
I'll take shit from the malignancy any day of the week. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
All right, so the call is out there.
Here we go.
The call is out there to pick up the slack for Ryan and Eric. If you were bringing 4, bring 5. If you were bringing 6, bring 7.
Just bring an extra one, okay? That's all you got to do.
All right. Hello, Swiggies and Swigettes. You are live on Saturday Day Live with Eric LeBron and Ryan Gonzalez and everybody in the chat.
Let's go.
Ryan and Eric, what do you got to say for the 1,000 swigs?
Let's hope we beat last year's record.
Yeah, can't wait to see. I can't wait to see all of the different swigs that are coming this year, in addition to the ones from last year.
Hell yeah! And don't forget the number 1 rule. We know what DJ Swig's going to say this year. That's right, baby. I am back. There we go. We left a message.
Nice.
Shout out to a good idea. Rob Zamora is the one who in the chat was like, "Yo, call the line live on the live." I was like, "That's a great idea. Good job."
Heck yeah. That message was spectacular, man.
Yeah, good job, Gina. That's awesome. TSJ, you rule. Kirby's got a good idea. Buy a swig at the show and just give it to Kirby at the end.
There you go.
No fuss, no muss. Don't have to worry about bringing it home. Nothing. That's it. Ryan, do you have to get out of here? What's the deal?
No, I'm still good.
All right.
They said around 6.
All right. So can I complain about something real quick?
Absolutely.
Have at it.
Switch gears a little bit.
Let me put your soapbox under you there.
There. Okay. I need all the help I can get. Is that a short joke? By the way, it's not going to be too much longer. Chase gang. Chase is getting pretty close. Chase is going to be taller than me pretty soon. So, you guys, Chase will definitely be making an appearance at Legion's Con, as will hopefully Mrs. Hedgehog at some point.
Nice.
So, the thing that I wanted to complain about, completely switching gears, is major toy companies and their fucking toy prices. Like, holy guacamole. So, stopped by my local Walmart earlier today. We needed to pick up a couple of things. I had Chase with me. And, like you do, had to take a stroll down the toy aisle. See if there's anything new. Check it out. They had some cool stuff, some new stuff. One of the things they had was, have you seen like the Transformers, like they're doing like the throwback old school Transformers on like the retro cards, like G1 style. Like I bought like a G1 Bumblebee so far. I got the gears, more expensive than I wanted to spend. Like I think they were up to like $25 or something like that. So Chase and I take a stroll down the aisle. Hold on a second. Let me make sure I've got this thing ready to go. There we go. So we take the stroll down the aisle, and the one that I've been sort of waiting for, and then I saw it announced, was Sea Spray. Just because I thought Sea Spray was a really cool Transformer when we were growing up. I have a vintage Sea Spray. It's not a childhood Sea Spray.
Old school G1 right there, too.
Yep. And they did have Brawn and Sea Spray in stock on the shelves. And I was like, oh, shit. I was like, I got to grab this Sea Spray because I definitely wanted it. Like, I don't need all of them. Brawn's awesome. I don't think I need Brawn. But I was like, let me grab the Sea Spray. But then I saw the price has gone up to $30.
$30, man.
$30. And here's the thing, 25 is really too much. Like they're not that big. They're bigger than the G1s, but like they're like only like this big. Like they're cool, they're awesome. The card is cool, the figure is cool, but $30.
Do you
And
really
there's
get
the
your money's
Caesar.
worth anymore?
No. And
Yeah.
this one was kind of messed up, but they had plenty that were good behind him. But like,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, for 30, I'm gonna have to think about this and want it, like, for a while before I pick it up for $30. I was like, oh, you're killing me, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But it actually got worse from there because I didn't pick up those, the Destructicons that just came out. Like Eric, you picked them up, right? You were collecting those.
I'm still waiting on the last two that I ordered off of eBay, and I still haven't gotten them yet. But the Constructicons, yeah.
And I didn't grab those when like everybody was hunting them down. But since then, I was be like, you know what? They're really cool. They look really cool. It would be fun to build Devastator, right? It would be fun to build Devastator. Let me do that. They had Mixmaster there.
Mm-hmm.
There, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, you know what? I was like, Chase, I was like, you want to build Devastator with me? He's like, yeah, Dad, let's do it. I'm like, all right, sweet. So I'll pick this one up, and then as the months go by, as I see the other ones, I'll pick them up, whatever. So I grabbed him, and I could have sworn the price tag said $30 for him too. And I was like, $30. I was like, that's too much. Like, but you know what? We're like sort of past when those things were like super, super hot. So I'm like, I might not see them too often. They only had one there, so let me grab it. We go to the checkout line. It rings up at $44.
Man.
And I was like,
yeah.
dude, I was like, can you take this off? I'm not buying this for $44. You know,
Yeah,
I was like,
it's crazy, dude.
and I was
Crazy.
pumped about it too. I was like, $44 for, I don't know, man. I don't know how much they were like a couple of months ago, but that seemed crazy to me.
Yeah, that's a lot, dude. That's a lot. Trying
They
to
had
see.
Yeah, it's almost $30 for Marvel Legends now. It's kind of like, dude, I stopped buying Marvel Legends because at $20, which is what they were a couple of years ago, like
They
20
were
bucks,
already a lot, yeah.
yeah, but like you could make an impulse buy for $20 if you
Mhm,
you know what I
mhm.
mean. But like 30 is not really to me impulse buy anymore. Like, and then 44, like, phew,
Yeah, it's basically what I paid for mine. Yeah, I paid anywhere between like 43 and 44 for each of the ones that I got off of eBay. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, $44, man. That's pretty much it. That's freaking crazy, man. It's crazy.
Well, that's why I was like, is the eBay, was that the eBay price? Was it like, I don't know what it was at retail. Like retail 44 seems crazy to me.
Yeah, I think that's basically the retail price. I mean, that's basically
Damn.
what you're paying. Yeah. Yeah, it's insane, man. I just retail figures, I just don't understand the pricing anymore.
It's crazy. $40 for this.
That's like I said, no way. No way. Not for Black Series. No
And
way, bro.
Black Series Skeleton Crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa. But meanwhile, well, first of all these DC figures suck so bad. Good
Yeah.
Lord, they're terrible.
You're not lying.
Then they've got, have you seen this new NECA section they have at some like Walmarts? Where they have like the NECA regular price was $30 for like the NECA Ultimates figures or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But now they've got them not like on sale or clearance. This is like, I mean, I guess it is sort of like a sale or a clearance type of thing, but it's not just like a Walmart thing. They're putting out, I don't know if it's overstock or reissues or whatever, $25.
Yeah.
So you can spend
a lot of those figures are amazing. So you totally get your money's worth there for $25.
look at this
bucks.
Predator,
Heck yeah.
dude.
Look at all those accessories in that. I mean, compare that to the Transformer. I mean, really? That doesn't make any sense. It's you get a ton more with a figure like this.
So look for that NECA section and those gargoyles.
Mm-hmm.
$25. If you started collecting the line and fell off and you're like, nah, I'm like, you can go back and get them. 25. Bang, bang, bang.
Mm-hmm.
I might. So yeah. That was a little bit. So that was just something today that I was like, what? I was like,
Yeah.
44, 30.
Definitely definitely opens your eyes, man.
I'll still probably buy that sea spray at some point.
Is that something you're keeping on card? Or is that like an opening thing?
That's not the plan
Okay.
currently. like the plan, like the Bumblebee we opened up, and like the idea is like, like transform them or whatever.
Yeah. All right.
But like the gears I have is still on the card. So here, you know what? Before we go, you guys can't talk shit about me all the time.
Oh boy, he's gonna open something, Ryan.
I'm gonna open this box. Hold on, so I don't terrorize you. I'm gonna mute myself so you don't get the opening sounds.
How are you as far as budget for Legion's Con, Rye?
Not as much as I would have liked to have had, only because there were some unexpected vet bills, but it's not terrible. So I'll still be able to get some stuff, but other stuff will have to be sacrificed. So
yeah,
it is what it is. It happens, but as long as I get to go and just hang out, that's really all that matters.
Literally. Yep. Yeah.
Oh, it's Pythona.
Oh, he's happy about that, ain't he?
Yeah.
Very cool.
There we go. The exclusive G.I. Joe classified Pythona. And I'm getting a lot of glare there, but
See, even though you missed it at New York Comic Con, you got it.
Yep. And on top of that, you just saw me open a box. So now it counts, right?
See,
What
it
a
counts.
Now I'm an open box collector.
There you go.
There you go. See,
It's one way to look at it. Yeah.
win-win. Win-win. I opened the box and she gets to stay in the box.
There you go. Cool grab, bro. I know you like that character, so definitely a cool grab.
I do. And I think they really did a really incredible job with her. A lot of wild little crazy little accessories.
Yeah, there's a ton of shit in there, man. Damn.
Some, I mean, it's not CJSM, but some soft goods.
Stockpiled, man. It's cool.
And like I said before, an awesome character from the movie that they never made in the original line. So, yeah, see,
very cool.
He knows. Kirby would like to have Kirby would have liked for me to have turned on the opening sounds. I think he would have been the only one. All right. You got anything else, guys?
Nah, just the time is short, people. Get ready. Get ready to be freaking blown away, and I'm ready for tons of hugs and freaking great conversations and a lot of laughs and freaking just an amazing freaking 4 days, and super pumped to spend it with my friends in person. That's, like I said, to me, that's the biggest part of it all, since I don't get to see you guys and pretty much everybody else in the community for a complete year. And like I said, to finally get back out there and get back in person with everybody, it's definitely a relief at the end of the year to be there. So can't wait to see all of you guys, man. It's like I said, every single day, it's like we're counting down, and it's just like, oh man, it just can't come quick enough now.
I will say the only thing that sucks about this entire weekend is you're going to get there and then all of a sudden it's Sunday night.
Yeah. So enjoy every moment, man. Enjoy every moment while you're there.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Rob. And this is the mission for everyone here. Kirby says, no one hug LeBron until he brings a swig. Somebody bring a swig for LeBron.
I have a great resting bitch face, so it might be intimidating to hug me sometimes. So that's okay. It's okay. Less chances I'll get con crud too. So stay the fuck away from me. No. These arms are open for anybody who wants to bring it in, man. Like I said, I love it. I love all you guys. So it's just like I said.
Yeah, right, dude. What the fuck is going on with you guys? Ryan's like, as soon as you get there, it's gonna be over. Well, somebody else said that earlier. Is like, like it's
no.
We're talking about it on the Enablers podcast.
Ryan buzz killing the whole event.
Dude, I'm not buzz killing.
Don't even go. Like, what?
It was meant to say, enjoy it more. God, I'm saying how fast it can fly. God damn you, G. Not a buzzkill.
Is that Ryan? Just joking.
Now everybody's gonna don't talk to that asshole. He's just gonna fucking bring it down.
You want to be sad? Go ahead. No, the point is a good one though. It's kind of like, and you know what? I think Greg had said something like this in the Horseman video too about Legion's Con. It's kind of like, because you get there and I know what that feels like, and I know I'm going to feel like that anyway. You're almost like on edge, and like you got to rush and do everything and see everybody. It's kind of like, whew, breathe. You're here. That's it. Who's the next person you say hello to? That's who you're hanging out with. You know what I mean? What's the next table in front of you? That's what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, and that's it. You're not going to see everything. You're not going to hang out with everybody. Just enjoy the people that are around you, enjoy the stuff that's in front of you, and like live in the moment, man. That's it.
Definitely.
Reynolds is in the house.
Reynolds, what's up, Holmes?
I had one of your heads on the stream earlier, brother. Can't wait to see you.
Yeah, I'm hitting his table for sure.
Oh, there's gonna be some amazing work there, boys and girls. Let me tell you, some really
cool
show.
I can't wait to get some of his new original figures.
Definitely hit Reynolds' table for sure.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
There's
One thing I will say, and this is kind of for not noobs but veterans alike, when you're in the hotel and obviously it's Thursday night or Friday night and people are flowing into the hotel, allow people please to, especially those that are rolling in and they just got there from the airport or from a 14-hour drive or whatever, let them get to the lobby desk, check into their rooms, get their bags put away, and then come down and start enjoying everybody's company. Try not to, I mean, you could stop for a couple hugs and hellos and blah, 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 but try to keep people moving kind of thing. It's just one of those things that it can kind of be, you know, not of an annoyance, but it's kind of like, okay, I'll get to you in a minute. I'm not trying to be a dick or like short you or anything like that, but let me just get to my room and get checked in and get my bags fucking put away and get kind of like, let me get refreshed. Let me fucking take a piss or something or whatever I got to do. Then I'm going to come downstairs and I'm all yours the rest of the weekend. You know what I mean? It's like one of those things that I've noticed through the years that like people are trying to make their way through the lobby and, you know, there's 100 dudes like running up to like, hello, hey, how are you? Blah, blah. It's like, yeah, I saw my bags in my hands. You know what I mean? Like, let me just do my thing real quick and I'll be right back with you guys. So just kind of give people the space, you know what I mean? Cause they will, like I said, we will be there all 4 days for you guys. And like I said, I don't want to miss a minute of it. So, but when we do get there, like I said, the first thing on my priority list is just get to that desk, get my hotel, my room keys, get upstairs, get our shit put away, kind of loosen up, refresh a little bit, and then get back downstairs. And then it's game on. So
counterpoint, don't tell me what to do. Because as soon as I see you, you're getting tackled.
Fucking socking you, bro.
And speaking of socks and apparel, I almost forgot.
Yeah, man, that's fucking.
Get your hedgehog gear.
Oh, here we go. Yep.
Here we go.
Official, baby.
Official. In case you haven't heard.
That's awesome, bro. That's awesome.
You can get your Hedgehog Action officially licensed apparel on storehorseman.com.
Awesome.
In the fan art section, all of the different things you want to get. You want to get a hoodie? Here.
Hey, let me ask you something. How did this become a thing? Like how did you get your stuff like on the official like Retro Rags apparel part of it or the Legion's apparel part of it? How did you do that?
I reached out to the correct people, Motu Joe, and said, "Hey, what about putting this up there in the fan art section? Here's the logo." And then we had some discussions and ironed a few things out, and pretty quickly, within about a day, it was up there.
I might have to think about that for next year, man. I'd like to add my late night LeBron logo to one of their apparel pieces, or a hoodie, or shirts or whatever. I mean, like I said, the last 2 years, I mean, I've spent I don't even want to talk about how much, but I took it upon myself to order a bunch of shirts and paid for all of them, and then I just basically just gave them away to all the fans and all my friends. So, but it would be cool. I mean, because like I said, this year I did enamel pins for everybody, so that's going to be my kind of giveaway for friends and whoever wants an enamel pin with my logo on it. But I'd love to. I mean, I love the shirts. I love having the logos for the shirts and the hoodies and stuff like that. And this is awesome, man. This is a big come up. That's freaking really cool to have the availability for people to pick up your logos and rock it, man. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And like I had, like I said, I've had shirts the last couple of years, as you guys know. Wolf King and Len. Huge thanks to Len. So Len LaGuardia designed my logo. So the logo is a Len LaGuardia creation. The shirts up until this year were all made by Len LaGuardia. And he hooked me up 2 years ago. I got a set from him last year. I gave all my shirts away too. I would love to do that every year. It is an expense. You do, even at cost, you have to pay for it. And the only thing I was kind of sad about, especially last year, is that once I was all out of shirts, I had other people that said that they would love a shirt, and I gave mine away. And there were people that said that they would love to buy a shirt. So, and the thing is, I just don't have the capacity to foot the bill, frankly, to buy enough shirts to have enough for all the people that, might want to grab some. I'd love to buy 50 shirts and give them all away. Like I would love to do that. I would absolutely love that.
The 2 years I did it, I think I did like 80 shirts.
That's crazy, man.
Awesome. And gave every single one of them away. And it's like, I didn't ask for a dime for those shirts. And shout out to Dave Orkin, man, for helping me out and getting that order processed, and handing me some outstanding freaking shirts that I was very, very happy with. And like I said, big salute to Dave, man, because
Dave is legit, man.
Yeah. And to David Williams, who helped me with my logo design and helped me do that, figure out the design and the little things that I added to it. And it was like I said, definitely a great effort on everybody's part to make that happen, and turned out fantastic. And this year it's enamel pins, because enamel pins seem to be the hot thing these last couple of years. So I'm coming strong with the enamels, so I'll have them available. So if anybody wants one or wants to add it to their collection, let me know, and I'll gladly get you one.
Yep, I've got a LeBron pin from
you got it at Zolocon, right?
I rock that shit. Yep.
You guys are some of the very first ones that got them, because that's right when I got my order in, was just before I came out to Zolocon. So I brought a couple for friends there, and like I said, I'll have plenty. So just another way to as to the community, just to say thank you, man. Just to say thank you for having me, Yeah.
And I'll throw it out there, since now anybody can get their Hedgehog Action merch on storehorseman.com at Legions Con. If you remember, if you decide to get a Hedgehog Action shirt, if you don't, that's cool too. But if you do, come up to me during Legions Con, say hi, let's take a picture. First five people that come up and you're wearing a Hedgehog Action shirt you got from Retro Rags, will get a prize.
Is going to get a kiss on the lips.
Kiss on the lips if you want. You don't have to have one. Only consensual kisses. But first five people that have bought a Retro Rags Hedgehog Action shirt will get a prize straight from me. I will be ready to go. More info on that soon.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So that's it. There we go, guys.
So what we need now on the official site is we need late night LeBron apparel, and we need Rygon freaking photo prints of some of his awesome work that he's done over the years.
Need those prints, dude.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have Prince next year.
Well, if you need a table to freaking showcase them at, I might be your guy, bro. So
I'm your Huckleberry.
Be happy to support, bro.
I won't shit the bed like I did this year.
It's all good, dude. It's all good. It's not like this is the last year of Legion's Con.
Yeah.
G has a good question here. With or without tongue? That depends. Did you buy a tank top or did you buy a hoodie?
Exactly.
Did you buy a hoodie? So
wait. So what if you bought both? Is there an extra little bit that's on top of that?
Might be.
I can't say that live on the air. Let's just say I do have a room upstairs. Yeah. All right, I guess we're good. I got some pork chops I gotta make.
Sounds good, man.
Ryan's got some dope ass
Puerto Rican food to get
Puerto Rican food to go get to.
I'm jealous, bro.
I'm super jealous, bro.
I cannot wait.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
There goes that sexy body of yours, Ryan.
Yo.
It's gonna be portioned, so let's not go crazy here.
There you go. Mofongo. Is Mofongo Puerto Rican? I'm not sure that it is.
Don't know, bro.
I don't know either. All right. Any last words, guys, before we cut this bad boy out?
Nope, that's it.
No, I can't believe.
Put your game hats on to all the vendors. Get your shit ready, man. Be ready.
Call it a week and a half, basically. Call it a week and a half.
This is the time that I know all the vendors hate, bro. Is the crunch time. The to the 11th hour, literally, like fucking people just running amok, just trying to get all their last things together. So
G says yes.
All the power to you, to all my vendor friends out there. Freaking get your shit together and bring your heat, man, because it's going to be on once again. Can't wait to be there.
So
I think a light bulb just burned out over here. But yeah, Reynolds says he's still painting. Do it.
Yep.
Right up till the end, baby. Right up until the end. All right, last word. What about your parents? Are your parents talking about it at all? Are they excited? What's the deal?
They're very excited. Of course, my mom already knows, man. You know, she already knows. She's freaking. She can't wait. She can't wait. She's super stoked, and she's just super stoked to let my dad just experience that whole environment. And like I said, he'll totally be blown away by all the artists and of course all the great people. And trust me, he's a jack of all trades and knowledgeable in all kinds of different fields. So I mean, as far as conversations go, I mean, he could talk with the best of them. So I have no problem letting him just free flow through with everybody and just, dive into conversations and all the great people that he's going to meet there. So I can't wait. I can't wait for it. And like I said, for me, like I said, to be in this world as far as a toy collector, geek, kind of thing, to have my parents really for the first time in my lifetime to kind of share that experience with me and to kind of open their eyes to what my world is outside of home and work and the regular day-to-day life. It's more special than I can even put into words. So I'm super pumped.
I fucking love that, man. Listen, how many times have I been choked up during this live stream, during the video? Now that does your mom know that she is featured in the video? Has she seen it?
She watched it with me. Yeah, we watched it, and yeah, she was super stoked. Yeah, I was blown away. I was like, man, that's so cool. I was so happy. I sent Jeremy a thank you for adding her in that thing. He's like, hey, I'm not taking any credit. He's all, that was all Brad's editing. So yeah. So to Brad, yeah, thank you so much for adding. I mean, like I said, there was a 1,000 other people that they could have added to that video that were walking around or vendors or whatever, but to give my mom that little nod and just have her and you could totally tell she's just totally enjoying herself, just walking through the con and stopping
She's doing her own thing. Like, just not. Nope, we're not with her. You're not with her. She's just
No, she was just on her own, just walking through the con, just checking out all the tables. So yeah, that was awesome, dude. It was totally awesome, totally unexpected too. So that was really cool.
I know. We can't wait to see her again, man. She was a star of the show last year, and we can't wait to see her.
Yeah. It was funny too, because at the start of the video, I'm like, hey, like, how come Curtis got a spot to say things and, and all these other guys, they're talking. I'm like, I could have said something about Legion's Con or Ryan or Jonathan. Like, we could have said a lot of cool stuff about how we feel about what Legion's Con's all about. And then I saw my mom. I'm like, oh, forget it. That's cool. My mom's there. I'm like, I'm good. I'm like, that made the show for me. My mom's there. She had a freaking awesome cameo. So hell yeah.
I can't think of a better way to go out. Rhino, any last words for you, my brother?
No, dude, when I go to Legion's Con this year, I'm probably going to break down in tears seeing everybody, just because it's been a rough year, but this all makes it worth it.
It totally makes it worth it, brother. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Schmerber made this is the last thing I'll say because I could keep going all night, but he described it good in that clip we were looking at earlier too, is that like whatever's going on in your life, you got your car needs repairs, you got this bill to pay, you got shit going on at work. Right now, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Right now, this is what's happening and you're allowed to enjoy it and you should.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes!
Absolutely.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, hell yeah. Absolutely, dude.
All right. Until then, don't forget the number one rule, which is...
So I'll see you guys in November.